So, the Tastier
you.
Treats find themselves in a town called Freeport, where they've landed and are exploring and effectively trying to get off it and probably go back to more feudal territory. The group find themselves basically in the midst of a conflict that is brewing between the Captain's Council, which is a group of captains of various ships that harbour here and use this as the place they go out on raids from when they go adventuring. This is like the home of Pirates of the Sword Coast, the last place of freedom, of true freedom from what the pirate captains might see as the oppression of the lords of Waterdeep and etc. etc. Those guys the Captain's Council seem to be at odds with the Sea Lord and the Sea Lord's Navy, who are the sort of authoritarian regime of Freeport, and the Sea Lord and the Sea Lord's Navy are trying to build this huge structure, magnificently vast, called the Lighthouse, and everybody's a bit nervous about what it's designed to do, with the Freeport the Sea Lord making announcements about the potential of the town to change with this new lighthouse being created, and a lot of mystery surrounding what it might be capable of, and the Sea Lord's change riling the Captain's Council and the citizens of Freeport getting caught in the midst of what might become a civil war, the destiny of the town being potentially being on the edge of a knife between whether the Captain's Council or the Sea Lord might take control. So the group did a bunch of stuff, have got themselves embroiled in this little conflict, have been picked up by the Sea Lord a little bit with a view to trying to help the completion of the lighthouse, and being picked up by the Captain's Council with a view to destroying it, both of which thinking that they're right, and both of which sort of reaching out to darker paths to protect the city that they love and make the future what they think the future should be for it. But the Tastier Treats most recently wound up on a beach during Swagfest, where they played a bit of Punch Drunk, and ultimately went to the docks and ended up trying to interfere with an attempted assassination of the Sea Lord. They managed to get a hold of the assassin before she got a shot off, but she rolled exceedingly well and got lucky and managed to throw this poison blade of some description, a special blade of some description, towards the Sea Lord, and it looked like it might be going and striking Theron, but missing him and hitting the Sea Lord and bouncing off into the water. The Sea Lord thinking that he had escaped his fate before then collapsing and being taken off by Black Iris and the guards back to the Sea Lord's manor in the old quarter of the town. What's going to happen to him may well be up to you, as the group sort of gathers together on the pier to decide what they want to do next. And I'm thinking that the best thing for you guys to do might be to think about, like as a group, about what you want to do and where you want to go, and whether you want to leave this whole lot behind you, which you'd be welcome to do, and find new fare elsewhere, or whether there's something you particularly want to do as a group, some thread that you'd like to pick up on or follow.
Strategy meeting.
Wait, are we retconning what happened last session?
I'm thinking that there's a couple of ways of doing it. I think either like we can retcon just the very, very end where the group started to split up, and just be like all of you on the pier having a conversation, or we could do that out of character as a kind of what do we want to do. I think the best thing to do would probably be to retcon and have a bit of an actual conversation in character.
Oh, did we start to split up?
Only barely.
Where are we going?
The Templar decided he wanted to go and follow the Sea Lord to the Sea Lord's manor, while others of you were standing on the pier kind of not being certain what to do. So I'm thinking the best plan is for the group of you to have a conversation, because communication in the group is probably the best way to make sure that everybody's having fun. So that would be my recommendation, for the 5 of you to come together and have a chat about what it is that you want to do.
Yeah, I was carrying him off. That's what happened.
So sorry, did he die? Or he's still alive?
The last thing that happened
Passed
to
out.
him is he collapsed on the pier.
He's rough.
And he does look rough. And as the Fifth Templar was taking him, he has these kind of blue angular tendrils of whatever under the skin of his shoulder that seems to be seeping up his neck and down his arm. And it's bleeding profusely, but they're trying to stem it as best they can as they carry him away.
We were also debating whether Borii could do anything.
Yeah, Borii tried to ask me if she could try to spell in exchange for the amulet, and I didn't buy it, so I decided to keep walking.
Hey, bring him back so we can have a conversation as a group. I got your back, Gabs.
There you go.
Cheers.
Can still just out of character. Can you remind me what's going on with the amulet? He doesn't have it, right?
So you
Not on him.
guys tried to search him and search Black Iris as well in this sort of slightly awkward Donald Trump-esque moment. You didn't find anything on her or on the Sea Lord, and so you have no evidence of exactly where it is, but you know that they are in possession of it. At least that's the last thing you heard.
Because we've got another job to steal it potentially
Yes.
as well. And did that person say where it was?
Captain Ibadwa, no, he's kind of commissioned you to steal the amulet for the Captain's Council in the hope that they might use it to destroy this lighthouse. But no, he has no sense of where it is. He hoped that you
Fine,
might
yep.
still have it.
That's fine. Yep. No worries.
All
Cool.
right.
So should we say then that we're just like kind of crowding around this guy's limp
Fine.
body? Yeah.
I'll say that, like, while you're having this conversation, they are currently trying to stem the bleeding, and Black Iris is doing her best with him, and they're looking like they're trying to get ready to take him away, to get him stable enough to move him.
Okay.
Is that alright,
Well, that-
Matthew?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Well then, I was having done nothing in this last fight, literally just watching. I just come up to this group of guys. I'm just like, what is happening? What are you guys doing?
I think he's poisoned.
The dagger that the assassin threw obviously was coated with something, and it struck him.
So,
So why are we letting him die?
He tried to kill our friend.
do we owe this guy anything?
I tried to make a deal. I made a deal with one of his men that he'd give us an audience so we could get off this island. Something you wanted. I'm helping him for you.
Were you gonna tell us about that before?
I told you in the bar.
I don't remember.
I
If we
did
were in the
actually.
bar,
I
I
actually
was
told
probably
everyone in the bar. Yeah.
Okay, I vaguely remember that.
Okay.
Vaguely. Well, alright, well then let's get him some help.
Okay. We'll discuss what we're gonna do after we help him, and then if you have anything you'd like to share with the group, take it up then.
He didn't look
I wink at you.
serious.
Can I pick up the guy then? Does it look like she's managing anything with stopping?
She's doing her best. She's, it looks like she's doing a subtle incantation under her breath, a couple of gestures, and frustrated sighs as she's getting nowhere. It's looking like she's about to resort to sort of more primitive methods to try to hold this thing together.
Okay. She hasn't actually introduced herself to us, have she? Like her name? We don't know. She's called Black Iris.
Yeah, you've heard her name once before.
Okay.
You know the three names of the three sisters: Iris, Ursula, and Sally.
All right.
Black Iris, Ursula,
Black Iris.
Twitchwillow, and Driftwood
Black-
Sally.
Black Ursula, Black Sally.
Black and Blue Sally, yeah. Mustang Sally.
It's like I'll just quickly lean down and cast Identify on him then while she's trying to do first CPI, first aid.
First aid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do Identify.
Okay. You reach down, hold him, and try to gain some information. It doesn't appear to be any kind of magical effect. And as you're holding him, trying to understand the nature of this, it doesn't feel like the magic is able to tell you much.
Okay. I tell her that.
Is he's just on the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna administer some kind of first aid on him.
Okay.
Can I help him?
But I'm not gonna do it for real.
Okay. You're making a big show of
I'm
like...
gonna... It's like, get out the way. I've seen this kind of thing before. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna pretend to do something with the wound, make it look like I'm trying to get the poison out, but
Okay.
I'm just not really gonna do it.
like sucking it out and spitting it on the ground, like,
Is this a performance check,
but
Ken?
without any... Yeah, it's going to be either performance or deception. I quite like the idea of performance.
What about sleight of hand? Sleight of hand? I'm shit at all these things.
I think it is going to be like a performance check to act out trying to administer first aid without actually doing it.
Hey, whatever you want. Yeah.
Watching intently.
I'm just like touching it a lot.
Yeah.
Like touching it, squidging it.
Palpating.
11.
Alright.
You know wounds and you know dressings and you do your best to prod and poke at this wound like you're doing a lot. Black Iris shows no expression in her face as she just stands nearby with set expression, just looking down. She doesn't look anything. She's just got
We
a
need to,
set expression.
Can,
Let's get this.
can we roll to see if we believe it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, Caps, can we tell if he's...
Yeah, roll an
being-
insight check as you look up
Okay.
at Iris. Oh, are you looking at him to see if you can tell? Yeah, roll an insight
Yeah.
check. If you roll better than 11, then you can...
Yeah.
Can I just ask if Lenneth is actually there at this point?
Yeah, we'll say that Lenneth, like you hear about the commotion as the assassination starts, and people are sprinting through the streets screaming, and
my God,
you
there's a-
are kind of.
There's an assassination happening.
There's a thing. What's going on, my man? You must get to the beach! He shouts as he runs up and you
Get
sprint
away from
past.
there.
There's a girl with a bear. You know immediately and run after. Yeah, so we'll say you turn up at this point. Yeah, so the Fifth Templar, you look at him and you study carefully because you think you might learn a thing or two from these this bandaging that's going on. While Borii and Seraphina see through the deception easily and realize what's going on.
Is the woman like quite taken with all of this?
Her face is her expression is just set. It's sort
But
of neutral, like a furrowed brow, but nothing
But-
more.
She looks like she's paying attention.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to try and pick her pockets at this point.
Okay.
But, so I see that he's causing like a distraction or whatever, so I'm going to take
Yeah.
the moment.
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand check.
That's 23.
23. Okay. She's not wearing a lot. She's got this silk dress on that's sort of got a frayed hem that doesn't quite scuff the deck, and she's barefoot. And as you reach over and try to pat her down, oh, give me 2 seconds just to check something. Ooh. It's gonna take me a second. Yeah. Sorry, nearly there. Ah. Yeah, as you touch her, Seraphina, you immediately feel this kind of cold sensation. She's cold to the touch as you reach over to her. sort of traces up your fingertips, and you almost feel the need to pull away, but you are dexterous and lithe and practiced, and you don't react immediately. As you sort of reach in, you find a single key.
Okay.
And slipping it from her pocket, she does not notice as you slip it from her pocket. It's a very old, sort of very primitive brass key that is noticeably cold to the touch.
Okay, I'll stick that in my pocket for now.
Okay.
Do I know, like, have any feeling why she might be cold?
She's colder than any person would normally be. She's like it's not, the temperature of the place does not describe why she would be cold, and yeah, it's a strange experience as you touch her and you can feel like there's just cold coming off her in a sort of very subtle aura until you get that close and you touch her and go, fuck. She's like cold stone as you run your hand over her.
I'll tell you, bro.
She's got like a circulation problem.
That's it. Yeah.
Like a cold hands,
Yes.
warm heart kind of situation. Like a, wow, why so cold?
She's diabetic. She's got lupus.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna pick up
Sorry,
the guy
Cam.
then, since obviously
well, yeah, well,
what's happening.
I'm just like, I'm like doing stuff. I'm just like, I can't do anything here. We need to get him somewhere safe.
I pick him up.
Black
I
Iris.
didn't actually hear the first part, what was going on with the Sea Lord, because the internet fell out.
So far, Sea Lord collapsed. He's seems to have been poisoned somehow, and Berogrand has knelt down and attempted to treat the wound, but not actually treat the wound. Just kind of pseudo treat it, make a big show of looking like he's trying to help. Which
Okay.
it looks like people around have bought to an extent. He looks like a ranger who's trying to do some good. And now they've picked him up, and Iris just kind of says to you basically that she wants to take him back to the manor in the center of the town.
Lead the way.
Let's go. Lead the way.
Bring the girl though. The assassin.
The guards still carrying the girl, like, scoop all of you up. You will head out through town. You head into town, into the old quarter, the guards allowing you through, and the buildings in here are taller, they're better built, the stonework is nicer, and there's a distinct difference between inside and outside. One of the biggest being that you notice there are guards around inside. It's got a sort of more Waterdeep feel, because it's got the lore of the land in place. And as you head through, there's this tall 2-story with an attic manor house, which is it's long and thin, I think, as I recall. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it's from the front entrance is it's relatively narrow. It's like not particularly wide, maybe 3 rooms wide, but very, very long back. And the double doors, they open, they pull him in, they take you up the first flight of stairs, and you see guards and people moving around, and they take you to the back bedroom. There's this sort of relatively lavish bedroom with a double bed right dead in the center. It's a 4-poster, this thing's beefy with these sort of big buffeting, billowing sheets. Is sort of way too puffy, and they push things aside, slide everything out of the way, and they place him on the bed, and immediately these white silk sheets just bleed red as he begins to sort of seep from beneath his leather tunic.
Just on the way here and inside the place as well, I've been like Rainbow Sixing it with a crossbow, just like looking out for assassins.
Where exactly was he cut?
In the shoulder. This one's in the right shoulder. It's deep into. It doesn't. It looks like a superficial flesh wound, like it's ricocheted off the shoulder, and it's not even cut deep into the muscle. But there's this blue threads from the wound. It's bleeding heavily, and the threads kind of move at angles, at right angles, out, and as they diminish into the sort of outside of the wound. Does that make sense?
Would it be possible to make to see any path to help in this situation, like a scroll or an antidote or some?
Sorry, you broke up a bit there. I didn't understand you.
Yeah, the internet on the laptop is being strange.
In fact, she's frozen solid. She got too close to
Yeah.
Iris and got really
Yeah.
cold.
Too cold.
Might have to restart the networking card on the laptop.
Okay.
I think what she wants to do is a medicine check.
To see if we got any scrolls or anything we can use.
So, are there many people around? Caps?
Yeah, in the room there's 2 guards with they are particular guards with these very long falchion type weapons that they stand on either side of the door. It makes the room seem very small because these guys are huge. Inside the room is Iris and those 2 guards and you guys and the Sea Lord on the bed. Outside, there are many guards that are coming to see what's going on, but the other guards are keeping them out of the room, trusting you for the moment, given that effectively you saved his life.
Can I have a look around to see if I can spot anything the key might be useful for?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check as you take a look around the room, see if you can find anything that this key might unlock.
16.
You have a very close look around. As you look, you can see that this. As you're looking around, you see that there are papers on the desk, writing implements. There's there's a set of weapons on a small rack that's against the floor on one side of the room. There's mostly kind of there's a falchion there. There's a beautiful ornate scimitar on that rack. Looking around, you can see that there is a chest in the corner of the room, and it does look like it's locked. But as you saunter over and just kind of give it a gentle nudge with your leg, it looks like it's locked, and the key might fit, but it's hard to know without actually doing something.
This is a bedroom, right?
Yes.
What are we talking? Windows? Are we
Yes. So
first floor, second floor?
you are second floor up. There are 3 doors to the room. There's 1 door on the right-hand side and 2 on sort of at the foot of the bed. The wall that the foot of the bed kind of points towards. There are 2 doors. One of them is closed in the center of the wall, and one of them on the left is the one that you came through. And the one to the right of the bed, there's a closed door there as well. On the left-hand side of the bed, there's a single window that's not particularly big, about 5 foot across, that leads out onto the ground below, second floor up. The stairs that you climbed, you notice that there are stairs that lead up to a 3rd floor, even though it looked like a 2-story building.
Is the mechanical bear in the room?
Always.
The mechanical bear.
Always.
Did you want to try and get the mechanical bear in the room?
Yeah. I'm not gonna leave him outside.
Yeah. The mechanical bear can fit in there, but with the bear in there, it really feels tight. Like
Pretty cramped.
yeah. Serafina moves around, but even she's finding like just to sneak past people and squeeze by to get to this chest, which is about like 4 foot by 2 foot. It's a big chest.
You guys left the room?
No, the bear came in.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do medicine check on the guy, I guess.
Okay. Have you got any training in medicine? I.e., do you have proficiency in medicine?
No.
That's fine. Roll for medicine. Knowing that you don't have much, this isn't an area of particular specialism for you. You take a look at the wound and do your best. 11?
10.
10.
I don't know.
So you sort of tear open the tear open this doublet at the shoulder to get exposure of the wound, and you move the sort of the loosely tied bandages that are around the wound, and you take a look at it. It's a single gash that it's difficult to see because there's so much blood. It just seems to bleed profusely, and these blue tendrils that are stretching up in angles up the side of his neck and down his arm definitely seem like they're longer than they were when you first saw him. It's you're not absolutely certain what this could be.
All right.
You know that it's not your average wound, and it looks like it's pretty nasty, but unfortunately you haven't got a sense of what it could be.
Okay. Well then.
I just say,
leave it alone.
I just say, this is some sort of drow poison. And I look to this black iris lady. I'm just like, we need antidote. Do you have any antidote?
She looks at you with slits for eyes for a moment, and she says,
Can I try and deceive her?
"Yeah, you can roll a deception check, absolutely."
Yes, 5.
Good. She looks to you and she says, "We need to know what type of poison this is if we are going to brew some form of antidote. I have some skill in brewing such things, but unless I know what it is, I do not know what I need."
I just told you it's. I've seen it before. In the Underdark, that a drow ambushed my group, and this is exactly what happened.
If you cannot help, Master Dwarf,
I am
find someone
helping.
who can.
But I have.
Where's the prisoner?
What do you want from me?
Where have you put the girl?
She looks up and around, and she steps aside, asks one of the guards, and says to you, "She is being held here in the manor. She
Alright.
is ready for interrogation. If you wish not to do so yourself, then I shall."
I'll do it. We can do it together.
Christ.
"So be it. But if you are soft on her, I will step in."
Won't be a problem.
"I wish to know where this came from. I wish to know who is responsible. And if we can, I wish to save him." So, who wants to do what? So we're gonna. It seems like there's gonna be two groups. One heading to interrogate the woman, and one trying to either help or look really badly like they are helping the Sea Lord.
I want to stay.
I'm gonna sit on the chest and just look like I'm sat there while I stealthily try and pick the lock.
Can I? Do I notice Seraphina doing that?
Seraphina, you trying to be? I'm guessing you're trying to be really subtle, right?
Oh yeah,
Wait.
I'm totally stealthing this.
So you're gonna
Hold
need-
on. So do they leave?
No, they haven't left yet. Iris is. I think. I know what Iris is going to do, but she hasn't done it yet.
Alright.
What do you want to do in the meantime? Are you going to do that now, Seraphina, or are you going to wait until?
No, what? I figure I was doing this while this was all taking place because I already walked over to the chest. So
Okay.
I just imagine like casually sat down on it while this conversation was going on, and then stealthily I'm gonna try.
Roll me a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
So stealth is 23.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
It's 29.
You fiddle with the lock, and you don't think anybody's really noticed. Berogrand, do you want to roll a perception check? Or are you
Yeah,
roll
because
me a
if
perception check
if I notice her doing it, I'll make a fuss. So
to keep cover?
yeah. What am I doing? Perception.
Yeah.
Yes, natural 1.
You can't even see her. You look around and you're like, did she even come?
That's great. That's great.
Seraphina, as you're picking the lock, You hear a click, and you feel like the lock is picked. And as you try to withdraw your tools, there's another click, and you stop completely still, and you realize that you've triggered some kind of trap. You rolled really like hugely high on your sleight of hand, so we'll say that like you managed to get to a point where you have triggered it, but you can prevent it going off as long as you don't move.
Okay.
Like you notice there's a pressure plate effectively in the lock that only was activated as you tried to withdraw, and then you kind of stood in a kind of.
So I'm stuck sat there for a while.
Got your foot on the bomb on the mine.
Yeah.
It's the tools that are on the pressure. So you're holding the pressure plate in place, and you think you are all right for the minute, but moving might create a problem.
Okay. I'll have to think of some way to sort that one out.
What's everyone else up to?
Interrogation.
Yeah, I'm just probably just pretending to help still.
What's Borii?
I don't know. I think just watching everything that's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Just not really committed to saying this.
Borii, come help me with this.
Okay. I go help him with something.
Okay.
You fix the internet, man?
I'm doing my best. I'm not sure if it's
It looks
working
good.
yet, but
Okay.
And then, so when Borii comes up on the bed, if it's safe to do so, just be like, I'm not really doing anything. We're just gonna get the amulet and then we're gonna leave.
Yes, I thought you were trying to help.
I don't know what I'm doing. I think this guy's really sick.
Yeah.
Everything needs beyond our help, even if I wanted to do it, which I don't, because he's a bad guy.
He's like the worst guy.
I know.
Okay.
Just keep those two eyes open.
Are you saying it's a ruse?
Yes.
Great. It's a
And muss up a hair. But covered in blood. No, sorry.
So Leonard,
Put on my
what are you up to? So there's two groups. One's going to go and interrogate the assassin, the would-be assassin, and the other is looking like they're going to try and just make a really good show of trying to help the Sea Lord.
was there any roles for trying to find where we could maybe find antidotes or scrolls for restoration or something like that?
Yeah, so you could do a medicine check to check his wound to see if anything you know might be able to help, I guess, or you could I guess ask around to see if there's any shops and things like that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what you're asking there.
Yeah, I don't think medicine will help at this point.
So you'd roll a medicine check to kind of take a look at the wound, like the Fifth Templar did, to see if you can understand the nature of the poison or whatever it is that's going on. Or
Yeah, sure, I can try to do that, I guess.
I don't mean to put words in your mouth. I'm just.
Yeah, I don't
You have no idea.
realize anything.
That shit is all over the place.
Mm,
It looks bad.
I think. Have we seen anywhere that we could buy supplies like that at all?
No, the closest place you've got is the temple. Temple of Omar has got priests in.
You might have missed it, but the lady said, this black Irish lady said that she could maybe brew something if we knew what it was.
Which is
we
why
knew
I'm
what
going
the-
to interrogate.
what the poison was.
The assassin? No, okay.
Yes, but Matt's character and this lady about to go off to interrogate the assassin to find out what type of poison it is.
Okay, I'll go with you guys.
You guys, as in.
With the guys to do the interrogation stuff.
To do the torture. Yeah.
Yes. That seems the the path that Leonard would go with at this point.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I lean in? Can I whisper to her as we are about to leave the room and ask her to leave a guard in the room?
When you say that to her, she looks to you and she says,
Motherfucker.
"Oh, I won't be doing the interrogating."
Okay.
And she looks down the corridor, and you can see with all the guards outside, you can see they're making way, and you see two figures heading towards you, both very beautiful, one with long dark hair, and the smaller of the two heading up to you. The first kind of crooked hands in front of her, clasps them together, and she says, "Yes, I will interrogate this one, this would-be assassin. Come with me, and we shall have our way with her."
All right. Lead the way.
That dude's creepy.
Ursula kind of gestures, you follow her, and she walks down the corridor again with this slight hunch and limp that she does, and she takes you downstairs to one of these very large sitting rooms that has been pushed aside, and there is a single relatively comfy chair that she's sat in, that she takes you towards. This would-be assassin is sat in this chair. The smaller of the two comes in to the room, and she sees Borii. This is Sally with her sort of wispy curly hair, and she waves to Borii as she sees her. Hi.
Hello.
She has a concerned look on her face, and she heads up towards Black Iris and has a conversation with her. So, while the two of them are talking in the room, you guys are free to do as you like. You've got Borii and Beregrand sort of resting against the bed, looking like they're trying to do something, with Mr. Runkle sitting close by with a sort of faux concerned look on his bare face, and with Seraphina sitting on a chest nearby, like very stationary, trying to think what to do next. While the Fifth Templar heads downstairs. Lenneth, are you staying in the room? Are you going to try and work on medicine, or are you going to go downstairs and get interrogating?
The first one.
Okay.
Stay and work on the medicine.
Which do you want to do first? In the room or interrogating?
Room's fine.
Okay. So, in the room, Black Iris and Driftwood Sally are having a conversation that seems a little bit heated in the corner of the room. And what do you want to do?
And there's still two guards?
Yes,
There's four of them, and there's
4 of you.
3 of us in the bear, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna carry on working on the Sea Lord. I want to. I wanna stealthily. I wanna maybe like press on the wound, make it bleed more profusely.
Okay. So as you're working away, looking like you're trying to keep it all together while they're distracted, you
But I'm gonna let it.
just... Yeah.
Yeah.
You lean on it, kind of pull the wound a little bit, and it begins to
kill him.
bleed.
A little bit more blood wouldn't hurt.
Okay. It begins to bleed into the sheets more, and yeah, you're getting a sense that he's a bit more wounded than he was moments ago.
Do you need a roll or anything for that? Or
No, not while Driftwood and Iris are distracted. The two of them look like they're having quite a heated conversation, and you know, with your back to them, you've got a reasonably good shot to do whatever you like, actually.
But I turn to the guards with like loads of blood on my hands. It's like, I need more bandages. Bandages!
Do I see this happening in the room?
Bandages!
If you're paying attention, like you can, you have a reasonably good sense of what's happening. I'd imagine.
Yeah,
God.
I don't
Bandages.
I don't know if I missed a critical part, but aren't we gonna try to save this guy?
Hell no.
Wasn't that the point?
One of the
Not
guards turns and he shouts down the corridor, "Bandages! We need bandages! Bring more cloths from downstairs!" And a couple of the other guards down the corridor head down. You see in the corridor there's another couple of guards just sort of looking in, concerned, in through the doorway. But
I'm
none of them
gonna-
coming in.
Try to step in between Bergrand and the Sea Lord and push him away.
I'm kind of like. I'm only a dwarf, so I'm probably on the bed.
Yeah, I was imagining you were
Yeah.
on the bed, kind
I
of.
imagine it probably
Yeah.
both
Working on it.
on
Push
the
him
bed.
off then.
Like
off the bed.
riding a gurney.
Oh.
Like
So Lenith kind of reaches over and looks like she's just going to push you off the bed. I assume you're going to resist, is that right?
I'm not gonna let her push me.
Alright, right, I need you to roll me contested strength checks, I think.
Oh no!
Bergrand does not like to be made to look foolish, and therefore is not gonna let Elf just push him off a
Oh
bed.
no, I forgot the rolly thing. Shouldn't I have my cheat here somewhere that I can?
Yeah, next to the chat bubble, top right.
It's been so long. I don't even.
What are we doing? Sorry, just straight strength.
Strength. Actually, yeah, strength is fine.
There we go.
Strength.
That
Be
roll
strong.
like that.
Lenith
No.
leans over, grabs Bergrand by the shoulders and pushes, and he goes nowhere. Just like stands stationary, looking at you from the bed.
Len, if it's okay, I've got this.
What are you trying to do? We're gonna kill this guy.
What? I'm trying to help.
Hey, guards, can you come and help me, please? Get this guy off of him.
One of the guards kind of steps forward. He's like,
my god.
"What's going on?"
He's not helping. Can you please?
I just I get in the guard's face to distract him. I'm like, damn it, we're gonna lose him. Get the bandages.
The guard's like, "What? More bandages out of the way! What's going on with this dwarf?" Black Iris kind of looks up from her conversation. She steps over. She's like, "What is happening, Bergrand?"
I'm losing him.
Then you need to step aside and allow somebody else to take over. This one, the elf. Do you have skills in medicine that you can bring to bear?
Nothing that I can brag about. Not really. But I can do better than this guy for sure.
Roll me a persuasion check.
It's too late, Mr. Runkle. Start the CPR.
Mr. Eccles climbs on the bed.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Bergrand, given that you're persuading as well, roll me a persuasion check.
Sorry, everyone should divert their attention to Facebook to Bill's live video. Oh no, wait, he's done it. He's gone.
Oh,
I swear to God, if he's driving. Oh my God, Bill.
Yeah.
He is driving.
Yeah, he just called me while he was driving.
He's messaged me to say he's on his way as well. Drive safe, I'm messaging him.
I lost you guys for a second.
Okay, so Lenith trying to persuade the guards and Black Iris to kind of help her move Bergrand and let her have a try at this. And Bergrand trying to convince them that he's actually genuinely trying to help. Bergrand, I want you to make me a deception check against Lenith's persuasion check.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Really good at this one too. That's a 2.
Oh!
Black Iris looks to the dwarf and she says, "Move aside. Allow the elf."
On your head be it, Lenith. If you lose him, you only have yourself to blame.
Don't try to play fun with me. And I will actually do my best to try and stop the bleeding.
Kind of waddle off the bed.
Sad waddle.
like a long way down. I have to kind of jump.
Okay. Lenneth, do you want to do your bit next, or do you want to do... Yeah, we'll do this bit first. Carry on. What do you want to do, Lenneth? As you stand over a bleeding man, the bed sheets are tacky with blood that's drying, and more blood beginning to flow. What do you want to do?
Is there... I'm not sure if I actually have any... Just a second. How does the guy look right now?
He's a little ashen. The blue tendrils are sort of creeping across his neck.
I can start with trying to stop the bleeding.
Okay.
That would be medicine.
Yes, it would. As you grab up the wound and take the bandages that were loosely applied and attempt to do something more purposeful with them. Whether you'll have more luck, it's down to you.
That's only an 11.
Not really. As you try to, you do your best to wrap the wound. You're getting the sense that this wound isn't clotting well, and it's bleeding, and you're beginning to wonder if it's part of whatever's happened to him is causing the blood to flow.
Yeah.
You manage to stifle it a little bit, and you think that if you take a lot of time, you might be able to stifle it a bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for now.
Okay.
And try to figure out my next course of action.
Teeny Serafini?
Do I think that I can, like, undo what I've done, or is it kind of...
You think you can undo it if you put everything back in place and seal the lock. You reckon you can get off this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand check.
It's 23.
23, alright.
Again.
Yeah, you work on it, and it takes you a while. You lock the trap back in place, and you lock the lock, and you draw out your tools, and you think you're okay. This is a delicate trap, and it's now hair trigger-like in there. You're worried that another attempt is probably going to set it off properly.
Can I, like, take a closer look at it?
You can do. Yeah, as you step off the thing, you take a look, have a peek in. You get a sense. Roll me an investigation check quickly. See if you get any...
$19.
Looking at it, it looks like it's an intricate little lock trap that is designed to trigger whenever anybody tries to unlock it without the key, basically. You're not quite sure what it does, though.
Okay, can I try putting the key in? But I want to make sure that no one's paying attention.
You wait for a moment while the craziness is going on the bed behind you, and you slip the key in, realizing that it does not fit this lock.
Okay. Are there any desk drawers or bedside table drawers or anything nearby?
There are some. There's a bedside table on the right hand side of the bed. This is where Berogrand and Lenneth and Black Iris is now standing. Might be more tricky to go and get in there, but you could give it a go.
Well, I'm going to run over and pretend to help. And
Okay.
I'm going to get my poison book out
Yeah.
and kind of pretend to be leafing through that to see that, and comparing it to the wound to see if I can work out what it is while trying to...
Okay. You take some time.
surreptitiously-
You leaf through to just give the impression while you make your way over to this desk drawer. Okay. So, meanwhile, downstairs, the Fifth Templar steps into the room alongside this sort of hook-handed, beautiful crone, as this woman sitting in a chair. The guards stand outside the door as the two of you step in, and this woman is still unconscious, resting in the chair. She's unbound right now, but unconscious, and this plated armored Templar stands next to a sort of hook-handed, gnarled, but beautiful crone. And she steps forward, and she has a little kind of slightly maniacal laugh to herself as she looks to you, and she says, "Would you like first crack of the whip?"
Look, we're not here to have fun, okay? The Sea Lord's life is in danger. Let's just get what we need and get out of here. Don't play games with me.
Games are what I play. All right, you go first. I'll watch.
All right. I walk up to her, and she's asleep.
Yes.
All right. I grab her by the hair, and I not like brutally slap her, but I slap her across the face.
Okay, there's this. It's a loud slap, and it makes one of the guards kind of like half jump as he looks around. And this woman like sputters, and she's like, "What? What are you doing? Where am I?" Ah! And she reaches up to her head, this pain ringing through her.
I let go. I put my hand on her shoulder. Look, you're gonna die in this basement if you don't tell us what we want to know.
She looks up at you. Roll me an intimidation check. As she looks up at you and is just like, where am I?
More going for persuasion, but intimidation. All right.
Felt like an intimidation.
All right. 15.
She looks up to you with these wide eyes, shaking her head, and she's looking at the woman who's standing sort of smiling to herself with her hands folded in front of her. And she looks back to you with this panicked expression. She looks up, she says, I don't know where... What? Who are you? What do you want? What are you talking about?
Do you not remember what you did?
What are you talking about? What? Hey, look, I have money. I have money. I can get it.
Shut up. Shut up. Are you telling me you don't remember what you did on the beach?
The last thing I remember, I was talking to this guy.
Name.
I
What did
don't
he
know
look
his
like?
name. I didn't see his face. He had a hood up. He was. I didn't see his face. He was a big guy with a hood and I don't know. I don't remember anything.
How did he talk? Was he a local? Is an accent?
Listen. I have a family. All right. I have 5 children. Don't hurt me. You don't want to leave children motherless, do you?
And I lean in close, and I go, quite frankly, the fate of my friend is more important than the fate of your daughters and children. So tell me what I want to know.
She looks up and she says, he spoke, I don't know, it's like his voice, I don't know, it was weird, it was strange, it had like a whisperiness to it, like he was, like air was coming out of somewhere, it was weird, I don't know. It was weird. I didn't want to have anything to do with him. He offered me money to do something, and I told him to fuck off. I said, Athelina's not going to like this, and I'm going to tell her, and that's the last thing I remember, and now I'm in a room with crazy people.
I'm going to cast Identify on her.
Okay. You reach over and touch her, and with the Identify spell, you get a sense that she's being affected by a single magical effect. It's dull, like a neutered effect, and you immediately recognize it as similar to an effect you've seen on a certain scholar once before.
Buckwing.
Yeah.
Okay. I turn around and I tell Ursula this. That we've encountered someone who's been under the effects of some sort of mind control, and she's been on the same thing. She has no recollection of what she did. Do you have anything for memories? Can you sift through her memories? Is that possible?
No, I don't have that kind of ability. But not being able to remember does not mean that she doesn't have some memory. Maybe a sensory memory. Maybe I could extract it from her. Maybe she doesn't even know she remembers it. Just allow me a few moments with her, and there will be no more secrets.
Fine, but she doesn't die.
She won't die, but I can't promise I won't leave her unspoiled.
Listen, The only reason we're working together is because you have something I want, and right now, a deal with you is better than nothing. She doesn't die.
Her death is not what I seek. It is only a few of her teeth, and then maybe one of her eyes. Maybe you should stand outside. She looks up at you with these pleading eyes, the woman in the chair. She looks up at you and she grabs at your arm and she says, "Don't wait outside. Listen. My captain is Athelina Oakhart. If she hears what's happened here, there'll be hell to pay. She won't rest until she gets vengeance. Don't let her do whatever it is that this crazy person is thinking of doing. I don't like the look in her eyes."
Is your captain a member of the Captain's Council?
Yes. Athelina Oakhart. She's a captain of the ship. Of the...
Insight if she's telling the truth about her captain actually being a member of the council.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
9.
She just seems desperate. You're not quite sure if she's telling the truth or not.
Okay, but we never heard the name Anathena Orcart, right?
No.
Okay, well, since I didn't really buy it, or I did buy it, I'm turn to Ursula. You can't harm her. We don't know who her captain is. If it is a member of the Captain's Council, it would be even more trouble to the Sea Lord, and that's something he can't afford. Keep her prisoner. Think of a way to get the information you need without damaging her or destroying her mind.
She looks to you and she just says, "Wet. You are so wet. I knew it as soon as I saw you. I knew you didn't have the stones for this. Stand outside while I do my business."
You're a fool. I'm thinking about the Sea Lord's reputation here. Do you want people to think that he's some sort of psychopath that just kidnaps people and tortures them for no reason?
The Sea Lord
If he
has
survives-
no hand in this, and besides which, she won't be able to speak when I'm done with her.
No. The political ramifications are too great. We can't.
Roll me a persuasion check.
10. Where are the dice?
You can wait inside or you can wait outside. I really don't mind, but I'm going to eat one of her limbs. So please, stand to one side.
I turn to the girl and say, "I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do for you."
She reaches up to you. Don't go.
I'm sorry.
You seem like a good man. Don't go.
My hands are tied. I have to think of my friends.
Perhaps you should
And I step.
close the door.
I close the door. I go back to the room.
Okay. You head back upstairs to the room, and this muffled scream rings through the air that sort of vibrates your soul in an uncomfortable way as you head back to the room. So, back in the room, what's going on? The Sea Lord continues to worsen as the blood begins to cover the sheets. The Iris and Sally get into a bit more of an animated conversation, and Sally, it sounds like, from what you can make out across the room, it sounds like they are having a conversation about something that Sally was supposed to do and has not done quite as she was asked, and it's upset Iris. And now Sally, looking sheepish, is sort of getting cussed at by Iris under her breath as they try to figure out what to do next.
Right. Is there a fireplace in this room?
There is not. There is a small desk. There's a small kind of like a bedside table. There's a desk with papers on it and an ink pot and quill. There's a chest in the corner of the room and a window and 3 doors.
A lantern?
Yeah, there's
With oil that burns with oil, maybe?
Yeah. There's a small one, like ensconced into the wall. You could definitely lift it from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that one down, put it on the table, and I'm gonna put the arrowhead inside the flame to make it hot and try to, what's it called? You seal the
Cauterize.
wound with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
All right. You
Okay.
take the arrowhead, dip it into the oil, and dip it into the lantern. You can see the tip of it begins to glow red, and then you press it into the wound. The Sea Lord makes no noise at all in response, which is slightly concerning as he's deep out of it, that he doesn't respond. But as you press it into the wound, you get a sense that you begin to cauterize it, and the bleeding begins to slow. Yeah, you get a sense that that's not a bad move. You've bought him hours, maybe longer.
I just fold my arms. I'm like, so much for sucking out the poison. Can't do that anymore.
I gave him
Am I
the evil eye.
Am I back by now or not yet?
Yeah, you hear hissing from inside as you open,
Okay.
as you kind of pass through the guards and step into the room.
Alright.
The screams continue to haunt you. You're not quite sure if you can still hear them or if that one scream is just echoing in your mind.
Okay, are there any other guards in there that aren't occupied with something?
Yeah, there's
How many
one.
people are in there?
There
yeah?
are now. There's one guard. There's Iris and Sally and your group.
I try to wave him over.
He looks around. He's like, steps forward, rests his this kind of huge halberd type weapon against the wall, and he says, "Yeah, how can I help? Anything."
Well, we clearly need someone here with a bit more medical experience. So who do people go to when they get injured in this town? Really, we haven't seen any place that can be of help yet.
Well, I suppose there's two places. There's the temple. That's where most people go if they get sick or injured, and they try and help there. I mean, it costs some money, but that's how they make their gold. Where else? Come on, think, Shep, think. Yeah, there's a ship. The Sharpened Wit, they call it. The captain's called Penelope something. They've got all kinds of stuff on there that does weird things, but people say they can cure anything.
Okay.
Penelope Brightwater. That's her name, Brightwater. She's got a big round ship thing. It'll be in the dock.
Round ship thing.
Yeah, it's
All right.
big and it's round and it's like you'll notice her. She's tiny and she sits on the shoulder of a big guy.
All right. So,
Didn't we see
Serafina,
someone like that
if
in
we-
the bar?
if
Go on. Yeah, we did. Yeah,
I'm
there was
sure
a no.
she'll be in town.
Yeah,
If
continue.
you two keep this situation under control, I say, and I look at Bergrand really angrily. I will go try to fetch her and see
Yeah.
if she can help us.
Yeah, just show me what you need me to do. I put my hands on like this, and he just kind of puts his hands on like really clumsily, these huge oath hands.
All right, and I take off towards the.
Wait, you want me to stay too?
What, you or Serafina maybe, so that Bergrand doesn't try anything funny again.
I'll stay.
Well, I'm staying anyway because I'm busy doing stuff.
Because Seraphina's in on it, so that's what she's saying. Just saying. She's in on it,
Is
so.
it on it? Okay, I didn't miss. Okay,
Seraphina's
you're-
like
you
Scarlet
can.
Witch. She's on everybody's
Seraphina's
side.
a bad guy, so.
I stay.
Okay, if we keep control, I run off to the dock to try and find this. Was it Penelope?
Brightwater.
Okay. You sprint out through the streets and head down towards the dock. And while she's running, what's happening in the room?
Well,
Is,
I'm trying to rifle through the drawers without anyone noticing.
all right.
Staying close to the Sea Lord with the guard.
Seraphina's on her own little quest. Roll me an investigation check as you try and rifle through some of the drawers. Like, you make out like you're looking for supplies or something, and you hope to find something of interest.
Nope. Something went weird. 16.
Inside this drawer, you take a look around, and you're investigating particularly to find anything inside the drawer. You look and you don't find anything in there. Like, it's sort of almost conspicuously empty. It's actually like there's literally nothing in there.
Can I feel like up on the sort of lid of it, sort of thing, like
You're kind
under.
of feeling around, and you realise that there's a something of a false bottom to the drawer, and you sort of make a show of looking around. Oh, supplies! You lift it up, and you manage to find a small key that you think probably opens that chest.
Okay.
Fucking sweet.
I kind of shake my head and like.
oh well, didn't find anything. Okay, slide the drawer closed. Everybody else up to anything?
Keeping an eye on the Sea Lord and what's happening.
Okay.
At this point, I'm not sure I'm up to anything.
Okay.
How many people in the room now?
Now there's only you, the Templar, the child and her bear, and Seraphina, and you've got Black Iris and the and Twitchwood and Driftwood Sally. They're still rounding up their conversation. Sally's looking distressed, and there's a guard currently trying to stem the bleeding at behest of Lenneth.
Can I try to listen to what they're talking about?
Yeah, roll me a perception check as you sort of crane an ear around.
Yeah, not on roll 20, so give me a sec. Standard. Perception, yeah?
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So you do manage to hear something, but you don't quite manage to catch much of the conversation. Do you want me to whisper it to you, or do you want me to do it openly?
Yeah, whisper it to me, why not?
All right.
I don't trust these guys.
Keeping secrets. Okay. So, do you want to take a very quick rest break while I go for a wee, and then I'll type to. Or do you want to just keep going while I do it, while I try and multitask?
That's all right. I need a cup of tea.
Okay, cup of tea quickly, and I will do a quick message of what you hear. I'm just going to put dots in for the things you couldn't hear, and then...
Yeah, no worries. Peregrine looks confused.
Do we lose Ellen again?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pee.
Huh? This internet. I don't even.
You got it working.
Yeah, well, it's like it works for 15 minutes, and then it falls back out. But the music on the Roll20 page keeps playing, so I'm thinking there's something with Skype.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really strange. I don't know. I don't know. Our neighbor is in the outdoor jacuzzi playing really loud, lame music. Right now I can hear it under my headphones.
On his own?
Huh?
Is he on his own? Is he with somebody?
He's on his own.
He's on his own,
Oh,
yeah. He does it
yeah.
all the time.
Nice.
He has a
Maybe
TV hooked up on the
with a-
wall in front of the
yeah.
jacuzzi and shit, and he watches football and
That is fucking sweet. What a
They're
life.
really rich people.
Nice.
oil industry.
Yeah. And it's always like the Swedish dansband. Dansbands music. What's that called in English?
Folk music.
Yeah, like
Oh.
with you dance.
Like 60s, 50s, sort of as bad as you can picture it.
Yeah.
That sounds great. You should
Oh,
go
yeah.
join.
Mm.
Oh, it's so bad. It's like the torture of my upbringing. What's dansband? Swedish folk music.
Dansband?
Fuck. Dansband?
Sunspun?
Dansband? Yeah, that's right.
God, don't encourage you. Let's play D&D.
So, okay, so out in the street, Lenneth goes running towards and manages to find this large. It is a very circular ship that seems to have a lot of instruments on. There's a long telescope-looking object at one side of it. There's what looks like a large sundial on another. Like a lot of it's like it itself almost looks sundial-like with a large circular deck and this single long sail that spires out from it. On board is a number of sailors getting things ready, and on the dock itself you manage to find this small gnome resting atop a very large, very dark-skinned, dreadlocked sailor who is ably able to carry her. She does notice as you approach, and she...
Flailing arms.
Yeah. Is that what you do? You run up with kind of...
To make it seem really urgent.
She
Should
looks
I do a
down at you.
performance check?
Yeah, yes, performance check.
Oh, why did I say that? 18!
She looks immediately like taken aback by you as she has these spectacles that are halfway down her nose, and she pushes them up her face and she taps this guy on the shoulder, and he looks up at her and kind of gives her a wry smile and almost rolls his eyes and steps like hastily towards you, and she hops off his shoulder, strides up to you and looks up at you from the ground, and she just says, what can I help you with, child? Are you okay?
I'm like trying to catch my breath while I start talking to make it seem a little bit more believable.
Oh,
Like, you are Penelope, right?
oh yes, Yes, I am. And she pushes up her glasses. They're huge glasses on her nose. Like, you, from a distance, they didn't look that big, but they're rimless completely, but the lenses are really thick. So when she pushes them up her face, her eyes become enormous as she looks at you through them. This little gnome. She says, oh, yes, dear, yes. I am Penelope Brightwater. It is good to meet you. And she leans out a hand.
Yes, you too. But this is really urgent. We have someone who's been poisoned, and I heard that you're like the only person in town who can help us.
Oh, my dear. Yes. Of course I can help you. And she clasps your hand in both of her hands. She says, I'll do whatever I can. What is it that you are looking for? And she pushes a little kind of knob on the side of her glasses, and there's a flickering, and the glasses thicken, and her eyes get bigger, and she looks at you like with squinty eyes, like deeply into your face. She's like, and who is it that is sick, my dear? Is it your father?
No, it's not my father. Do I look like I come from here?
Foolish glasses. And she taps the side of them, and they flick, like they go quiet, they go thin and go thicker again. Who is it? My apologies. Who is it that is sick? What can I do?
I'm not actually sure of his name, but it was the guy who collapsed on the dock that we're trying to help.
She looks at you with sort of darker eyes, and she says, the Sea Lord.
Maybe. I try to pretend like I don't know who he is.
You're trying to help the Sea Lord.
I try to help anyone who's in trouble.
Well, I'll help if I can, but we must do it quietly.
That's alright. I'll pay you if that's necessary
Oh,
for...
no, my dear. You keep your money. All I want is peace. If the Sea Lord should die, that will be bad for everyone.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah.
That's 14.
You don't know if she's lying or not, but you get the sense that she knows a lot more than she's letting on.
Yeah. Alright. What can you do to help?
You could bring him to me, and I need to see him, really, to know what is wrong and to see if I can help. But you could... If maybe you could describe him to me? I think it would be difficult to bring him here, and it would be impossible for me to go here to him. No one would want to see me near the Sea Lord. They would not trust me, I fear.
Do you have anything then that I could bring? That
Tell
could
me
help
about the
so
wound.
that-
Describe it to me.
Oh, jeez. Can I just do a recap?
we
Record
want to
recap of
cheat?
the
Is that what you
baby
want to
gush.
do?
Well, it was not looking good, kind of thing.
No. I want you to... If you remember... Whatever details you remember, and we'll use that. She, looks at you with... She flicks the knob on her glasses, they thicken again, and she's got these huge wide eyes, and she just looks to you. And as you get closer, you can see that there are wrinkles on her skin. Though she is childlike in stature, she's much older than she looks.
Well, he has got a pretty bad cut in the shoulder right now, and we believe that he's been poisoned, but we've been able to close the wound for now, so the bleeding has stopped. But it's the poison that we're worried about.
Did you have trouble closing the wound?
No. Well, that depends on when we actually did it right. It was fairly easy.
And when you... Did it bleed a lot?
Before we got to that point, yes.
And was there anything else? Any other distinguishing characteristics of it?
I'm not actually sure.
It could be anything. I need something to go on, some detail of it.
Is this something I don't remember? From
Or
that-
you were disconnected for.
Yeah, I might have been gone.
Oh.
From the...
Would anybody like to help from the cheap seats in the back?
Blue tendrils.
Blue tendrils?
Well, I mean, given the fact that she was like trying to
wasn't
seal
in
the
the
wound
thing.
trying
Yeah.
to seal the wound by hand and stuff, she would have seen the color of the tendrils or what
Yeah.
was seeping into his skin. So blue
Yeah.
tendrils in the wound. That's as much as we could probably give you, right, judges?
Well, they were creeping up, weren't they? They were getting like longer.
Okay, yeah, I didn't actually get that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thought I was just playing with your memory, but no, we were being mean. Okay. She says, "Oh, there are a few things that can cause this. It could be the blue rasps. Some people call it grunglung. It's a poison used from the skin of a grung. They're frog kind of creatures, and very strange. It could be that, or it could be the spines of Nethra. Yes, they're little tiny metal shards that stick into a wound and they make it bleed very badly. Or it could be that the blade was cursed by a planeswalker of kinds. There's a dark consumption that has blue tendrils that feed from the wound. Yes. At this point, it could be any of them. Grunglung, he would breathe very, very raspily, and he would have difficulty breathing moments before he died. The dark consumption would leave blood pouring from his eyes in the hours before death. And the spines of Nethra, well, the wound will never close and he'll bleed to death. If I could see him, maybe I could, but I don't know how I could do that. They would never let me near.
Well, I can't exactly bring him here. He's not in the... He can't exactly walk right now.
If
So
it's a
I think that
poison-
would be really... Huh?
If it's a poison, then maybe it's the blue rasp. It's probably the best bet. Huh. Or maybe dark consumption. But then it could be the spines of... I don't know.
Would it hurt him to try to cure both of them?
No. The spines you can remove by hand, but you need boggle oil to do it. You need some lubricant. The spines dig in deep. Boggle oil is the best medicine. Just coat it into the wound and work the spines out. Follow
I
the
don't think
tendrils.
that's the one. I think it's the other one.
The blue rasp. Yes. All you need is to go find yourself a grung, and you can produce a sort of anti-venom. Yes. All you need is the skin of a grung, a sample, and then you mix it with the blood of a person of the same race as the one who was poisoned, and then you just put that into the wound. Get it into their blood somehow. And that should do it. Dark consumption, well, that's more tricky. You must kill the creature that cursed him. Dark consumption, well, that would mean that the creature is in the dark place, and, well, nobody enjoys going there.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know where I can find this? It was the skin of growing. What was it? Was it an animal?
The
A
grung.
toad?
Yes, frogs. The frog people. Yes. They aren't. There's supposedly a group of them on the island. Actually, if you head out of town and just keep going south, and then you'll find a large marshland, and supposedly there's a group of grung there that have some kind of small community down there. But people don't tend to go that far out of town. Down into the south, there's some very unusual places and very unusual creatures, not well explored. The pirates seem to think that it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we actually have time for that.
Maybe I can give you something just to help him to stabilize. He might not be cured, but maybe it'll keep him from dying just yet.
That would be great. Then we can look at getting some more information too, so that we know more.
Zigzag, go! Get me something from the... Just in the top drawer of my... And she begins to describe it. He goes, comes back a few moments later with the small vial of blue liquid, and he hands it to you, and he says to you, "Oh, this is only one use, but if you use it, it will cure any poison. But only hold it. He won't get better, but he will get no worse."
Okay. Thank you so much. You've been a great help. I really owe you one.
Oh, well, you seem like a very studious type. If you're ever looking for a ship to join, mine is just over there.
And the internet dies at the best possible time.
She's
Oh,
stunned
there it is.
into silence.
Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Okay, I want to try to first identify the potion.
Using
Just in
identify?
case. Oh, yeah.
Yes, he has that.
It's like new.
Oh no.
No. Can she shout to you from the other room?
She knows. She's reconnecting. They upgraded our internet a couple weeks ago, and since then it's been not good.
Okay.
Not upgraded.
Mm.
Okay. So, back in the I'm gonna I don't want to stalk for. Can you just check if Lenneth goes back and tells everyone what she heard? No.
God damn it.
So what are you doing next, Lenneth?
I identify the potion using the spell.
All right. It's like a. It's basically a potion that's designed to seize a body, like to stop a body's functions. It's almost like a time stop type of spell, exceedingly powerful. It just seizes a body in motion and stops all the bodily processes for 24 hours.
Okay. Perfect. I will run back. Flailing arms.
You sprint back.
Invisible.
All right. You reach.
I put the potion inside my coat before I go inside.
You get back inside, hiding the potion, darting upstairs into the room. What do you want to do? Oh, Seraphina, before you do that, what do you want to do, Seraphina? You've got a key in your hand.
Yeah, I've kind of gone back over and sat down again.
Okay. You sit on the chest. Like,
Yeah.
your quest done. Even if you never enter it, you feel like you've succeeded.
Well, and then I'm going to try and see if the key fits.
It does.
Gonna turn it.
It unlocks.
I'm gonna sit down in front of the chest.
You sit in front of the chest.
Are they all distracted?
As Lenneth kind of bursts into the room, we'll say you're waiting for a moment, and Lenneth kind of hurries into the room, and everyone sort of turns to see what's going on.
I'm gonna get one of my daggers out and kind of tentatively open it with the dagger.
You, Seraphina, solo quest opens the chest. Inside, you see that there's an exceedingly nice set of armor in there. In fact, give me just... oh, wait. Where's roll 20? There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's not a full set, but rather a breastplate.
How big?
It looks like it's made for a man. Like it's got a flat-chested plate, but you know of magic armors that they tend to kind of shrink to fit the person that wears them. You're not quite sure whether this one is magic or not, but it's certainly very beautiful. It's ornate, it's black, it's a single breastplate piece that is sort of shoulderless and but has this sort of, it's dark steel by the looks of things, with this lighter steel swirling patterns across the chest.
Do I think I can sneak it out of the chest without anyone noticing?
You think you could manage that if you had a solid distraction. This is a big item, and it's, you know, it's designed for like a human, and as a halfling, it's almost as big as you. You know, if you rested it next to you, it would come up to your chest. So, hauling this thing out of a chest without anyone noticing is pretty tricky.
I wasn't planning on hauling it out.
What were you gonna do?
I was going to try and put the bag of holding in the chest and then slide it in.
That might be doable. As you look around, I want you to roll me one last sleight of hand check as you slip the bag of holding in, open it up, and just...
That would be a natural 20.
You slip the bag in, it disappears into the bag of holding, and the bag of holding, as it kind of flattens, you can just slip it out of the crack after it's been in, and you close the chest.
Cool. I sit back on the chest.
Alright.
And lock it again.
Okay. You lock the chest.
Nice.
So, Lenneth bursts into the room. Seraphina gets going. What happens next?
I walk up to Ife. And I'm like, it doesn't look like, well, it's difficult to exactly say what kind of poison that he's been affected by. But I got a potion that will stabilize him for 24 hours if we need to do that. But I think that the temple is the only other option at this point. We need someone who can actually heal.
That'll be a
restore.
problem.
Yeah, we can't actually go there. So.
Well, most probably because they're in on it too.
Yeah, exactly. So. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can do for this guy. I was directed to a swamp to the south of the village, but I'm not sure that we're actually going to have time to do all that. So.
As you get closer to him, you can see that the tendrils have crept up the side of his face and down his arm. And a single drop, this tear of blood, just begins to trickle down the side of his face.
No. Between you and me, I don't think we're going to be able to save him. Best we can do is give them the potion and let them decide what to do with their master's fate.
I agree.
I'd like to find some other way off the island.
Right. So I guess we do that. Give them the potion.
Yeah, let's go talk
What was the? Yeah.
to Black Iris, you and me, and then we'll explain to her what's happening.
Yeah.
As you approach her, she says, "So, can you save him?"
Perhaps it's best if we speak out in the hall.
She steps out with you, the little one
Yeah.
kind of jogging behind.
I'm gonna hand Iffy the potion and stay in the room, just to be sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, right. So I pawn the potion to her. I hold it out to her, and I explain what Lenneth told me, and that those are the options. And I tell her that basically, I think the temple's in on some sort of scheme to depose or destroy the Sea Lord's lighthouse. So they're probably not going to be any help. But I have no proof, just a theory, and there's nothing really our group can do further.
Fine, she says. Like, she takes it from you. This is a worthy gift. It will buy me time to find a successor.
So you're not going to try and save him?
She looks at you with a completely straight face, and she says, "There's always another Drac." And she walks back into the room.
All right then. I go back into.
As you are standing out in the hall, right at the end of the hall, you see a woman, long dark hair, with a cloth as she's wiping her hands at the end of the hall. It's the Ursula.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
head
ignore
back.
her.
Okay. You
Yeah.
head back in. So, what do you want to do?
Cross my arms by the door and see what happens.
She heads up to him, and Black Iris kind of looks at him. She sees the kind of this tear of blood, and his eyes are beginning to bleed down the sides of his face. And she says, well, let's hope this buys you time. If you die now, there'll be no stopping them. Maybe this will give us time to find a relative. And she just kind of begins to work this potion into the wound and try to still his functions. You can see his breathing slows as she does so, and stop as the Sea Lord, by the looks of things, dies. Leave
There's
us,
question.
she says.
Okay. Can I ask her one question as everyone's shuffling out?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're welcome to ask questions of her.
The next living Drac, could that be anyone on the island in the Sword Coast and Faerun?
The Dracs have a long lineage. I do not know where the next is. It will take me time to find him.
Well, for your sake and for the future of Freeport, I hope you find him soon. I think that lighthouse might be what the city needs.
She kind of smiles a slightly wry smile, and says nothing.
Okay, I leave.
Okay.
I follow Iffy.
So what's everyone doing? Heading out?
What's Seraphina doing?
I'm just sat on the chest at the moment. Feeling quite happy with myself.
Okay, I'll leave.
Okay.
As I leave, just turn to Black Iris and just like, try my best. Try my best.
She says nothing as she stands over her fallen lord. Yeah. Anybody doing anything else, or are you leaving and heading out?
Leaving and heading out.
Heading out.
Yeah.
All right. You head out of the building, and on your way out, Ursula, wiping her hands as you pass her, she said, "She held one more secret. Care you
What
to
is it?
know what it is?
What is it?
She had a mark. A mark on her skin.
And?
I don't know what it is. She didn't seem to know that it was there.
Where was it located?
It was located on her stomach. A strange place for a brand.
Well, I will check on the individual that I found the similar magic casted on and see if they have a similar brand. Just quickly describe to me what it looked like so I can see if I can find it.
A rune of sorts. 3 marks and 1. Strange. Like
Okay.
nicks on the bark of a tree.
Alright. I don't condone what you did, and quite frankly, I hope we never see each other again.
Oh, I'm sure you'll see me again, if only in your dreams.
Then hopefully I'll be able to kill you in my dreams. And I leave.
Okay. So the group leaves, steps outside into the old quarter. And what do you want to do?
What time of day is it?
It's now coming into early evening. The sun cresting over to the east. The lighthouse kind of looking like an edge of it is on fire as the last light of the day strikes it. There's a cool nip in the air.
What's going on? Out on the streets.
Out on the streets is relatively quiet. Guards patrol. There are
No festival.
no festival. No festival, certainly not in the old quarter.
Well, we're no closer to getting off the island. But then again, quite frankly, I'm starting not to care, honestly.
You have a boat.
Yeah, but that's
What
not going to
is-
get us across
What
the
is
ocean.
that? What do we mean you don't care?
Well, obviously, we're not getting off this island anytime soon, and any attempt we make to get off the island ends up this way. Why don't we just make the best of our time here? We'll try to do some good.
This place is a shithole, and there's no good to be found here.
Well, maybe from your dogmatic point of view, from up here, from where I stand,
What is that?
there's a lot.
Okay. Also, first of all, I'm a dwarf. I'm always short, so no height
Yeah.
joke. Like,
Oh, that clearly I wasn't trying to make a joke, but sure. Quite frankly, Baragran, and this is just an honest opinion, I don't trust you. You lied to me. I, quite frankly, don't care
when?
what you do or think. We're not getting off the island. We may as well try and make the best out of it.
I have a way off the island.
Oh, do you? Well, is that what you kept from me in the inn?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you decided to share this information now after all of this.
We just have
What's
to.
the way off the island?
We just have to steal the amulet. We give it to the guy at the pub. He gets us off the
Okay.
island.
How are we going to do that?
The guy at the pub.
Yeah, he's one of the
I mean, the captain's council?
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Excellent. Lead the way.
But I don't know where it is, obviously.
Well, okay. That's fine. Well, this is how you want to get off the island. Let's do it.
It probably involves breaking into the mansion.
Place we just came from.
Well, let's go then.
Why can't we
You-
just
you wanna-
take the boat?
Had you shared this with me in the beginning, maybe we could have done something about it. That's
It's a
my
big
point.
boat, isn't it?
Trust works two ways.
You lied to me first.
How
That's not how
bad?
it works.
You're causing a scene, okay?
It's fine.
It's
Why can't we use the boat?
tired.
Don't we have a boat?
Starting to show up.
We do have a boat.
We do have a boat. Let's just take the boat.
I'm not going on that boat in the ocean. We'll die.
How dare you?
Borii, no offense, but do you know how to sail?
Of course. You think I own?
Does Mr.
my own
Runkle know how
boat
to
and
sail?
I don't know how to sail. Mr. Runkle is a third grade deck
Yeah, exactly.
boy.
We're not getting off the island with that boat. As nice as an idea as that is sailing off on the Tastier Treat, it's not going to happen.
Have you seen that boat?
Yeah, we were in it, and it took us forever to cross a pond.
I didn't say it was fast.
Well, you can go and
It's
die at sea,
comfortable.
but I'm going to stay here.
It's got an armoire.
It does have an armoire.
Pretty sure that belongs to Mr. Runkle.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
Theron
God.
arrives.
This
Hi.
Hey.
2 hours late.
just in time.
Just in time.
You're
What's the loot?
physical.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good, Billy.
Yeah. So, what's up? How we doing?
Beargrand's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not really. Of course I'm not dead.
Ah, man, that's a shame. What happened, man?
Cabs, you got a recap for Billy? If that's not too much to ask.
Sorry.
So the group brought back the dying and poisoned Sea Lord, and sort of half the group were thinking they might want to save him, and the other half wanted to look like they were saving him. Serafina went on a little quest and found herself a magic item, and the Fifth Templar went to interrogate a woman and found himself allied with somebody he didn't enjoy allying himself with, and left Ursula to interrogate the assassin. Ursula learned the assassin didn't have any memory of the event and has a strange mark on her body that can't be explained. The rest of the group tried to understand the nature of the poison, but with a big old bunch of low medicine rolls, and they've understood that there's probably a couple of possible causes, but decided that they weren't interested particularly in saving the Sea Lord's life, and are more interested in finding a way to get off the island. And so, a bit more united, the group are thinking about finding a way to get this amulet and get the hell out of Dodge. But they have to find a way to get to the amulet. So Beargrand was saying that he might want to try to sneak into the mansion and steal something, and that's where we got to, really, thinking about how they're going to get off the island. There's a musing about maybe just using the boat and taking their luck on the open sea, either heading south to the Isles of Moonshay through the shallows or out into the ocean. But the Fifth Templar is worried about drowning in his metal suit, becoming an ornament to the ocean waves, which you can understand.
That's a concern.
This is a tiny boat, but Bori's more confident because there's an armoire on board.
What?
An armoire.
What's that?
A cupboard.
Like a
Oh.
like a fancy wardrobe.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean, if
So
you're
what-
scared of the ocean, maybe we could get you some like armbands or like a nice rubber ring.
You talking to me?
Huh?
No, no,
I thought,
no.
no.
A real ship with a real crew. I'm not sailing on that thing.
Can we teleport out of here?
Teleport.
It's not
Your mic is muted.
mine.
Your mic is muted. No, not you, Ellen. I can see her laughing.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Well, technically, I guess we could.
Surely you're the great Lyneth. You could. I mean, you've done far easier things back in the day, from what I've heard, right?
Well,
Guess it depends where we teleport to. If it's back to Waterdeep, that's no good.
Are we just in the street?
Yeah. The street's relatively quiet. There's a few guards roaming around, but yeah, it's pretty quiet. The only other person that you notice is Driftwood Sally, who exited the manor behind you and is kind of strolled down the street, and well away from you is kind of sitting on the floor with her knees up against her chest and just kind of sitting in the dark. But apart from that, the street is relatively empty, but for a few guards.
Quick question, guys. Where are we talking about going? Did we say that yet or no?
No.
They're not sure. I think the group at last check is sort of thinking about where they want to go and what they want to do. There's a Sea Lord dying in the mansion, but the group aren't massively happy with him anyway, so they're not all that worried. There's a Captain's Council who are willing to escort you off the island and even take out your pursuers for you, but the Captain's Council need the amulet to do so.
What if we become pirates? Like full-time pirates?
Boy, that's not safe at all.
No. It would be fun though.
I think that'd be
That's
cool.
just-
I
that's
like
just not
that
a-
idea.
That's
Yes.
not a good thing for a
Meredith
young.
is on board.
I'm on board.
Oh, that's an adult
And,
decision.
She
no.
can do fireballs, so that's pretty much.
No,
I can set fire to any ship that tries to board us.
Yeah.
that
We don't
sounds
even
like
need
a
any weapons. We've got Leonard.
disaster waiting to happen. I don't know.
Mr. Runkle can steer, and I'll just.
I
point
don't
out
think
the
Mr.
things
Ruckle
to
approves of this
destroy.
decision. Mm-mm.
That was Mr. Runkle's idea. He was telling me about it last night. He was like, "Oh, make sure you tell them all about my pirate idea."
Okay, can I just ask something out of character?
Then he ate a couch.
Yeah?
Because I am a bit conflicted to why the party would want to leave the island in the first place, since Cabs has done a lot of work, like putting up the story and creating.
Yeah,
different...
I saw a look in your eye that was when somebody mentioned teleport that I thought you were thinking, oh, let's get out. It's totally okay if you guys wanted to head wherever, really, then we would create the story that follows you. So even our other D&D group, they, as the 4 or 5 of them, decided, like, without really saying anything, they just, like, we had a set load of stuff that they were going through as a planned campaign, and at some point they just started to kind of get bored with it, so they just stopped and decided to do something else, and then started, and the story followed them. And so the planning that I've done, like, there are encounters that can be folded in, but also, like, we'll just build as you go, so don't ever feel like you have to follow my story. It needs to be yours, because if you feel like it's mine, then you'll feel a bit railroaded anyway. So yeah, if this story doesn't interest you, then don't feel compelled to stay the course on it. Yeah, if you want to become pirates and sail the 7 seas, then the story will follow you. Don't feel like you have to follow it.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out because it's something that I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
A little bit for the past few times.
That's understandable.
But I also figure we kind of got chucked off here, didn't we?
Yeah,
So this was never like our port of
That's true. True.
We had
and it is kind of a shitty place.
It's difficult to get things done.
It's full of bad
That's
dudes. Not great place to raise a child.
It's not a great place.
Is my thought.
This is not a good
And this
place
is
for-
creepy uncle talking. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This is the least reliable guy to be looking after this.
Although,
I just honestly think, like, just out of character, that with our other group, that kind of like really open thing works because it's a smaller group, so we can all just, it's like 4 of us and we just go, should we go over here? We go, yeah, that's cool, let's go check that out. But with a bigger group, I think it's just harder to be like that because it's just getting everyone on the
they got more
the same
pages.
track is really difficult. If there's something like happens that you all have to, or you're all committed to attend to, you're like,
Yeah.
shit, we need to go save that kid because he's being like kidnapped. But when you're like, oh, there's, you're in this place, what do you want to do? Getting like 7 people to all be like,
Yeah.
let's go and do this one thing. It's just, I think it's just tricky. It's just, I think it's literally just like the size of the group, I think.
yeah, and sorry, just out of character still. Just it's a bit tough as well because I think we are kind of like split in half. But like us 3 guys who have known each other, and you 3 guys who have known each other too. You know what I mean? It's a bit like don't necessarily trust each other.
Yeah.
you need to fight alongside each other and build that kind of
Yeah.
camaraderie up.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I tell you
Yeah.
what, let's
But at the same time, like, you want to play your character, and it seems really forced to be like, yeah, let's all just get along and agree and all go on. You know, it's just like we're not playing like that, like a group of people who have known each other forever and all are like exactly the same personality.
Yeah, we've just all kind of like ended up in the same place, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's like,
If there was no clashes, it would be like super boring. Everyone just like, "Da-da-da-da, let's go, like Power Rangers. Let's go save the world. Everything's fine all the time.
Until let's jump back in.
So from DMing point of view, for the next bit, like, if you want me to hook you into a mini story that's a bit more directed now, then I'll do it. If you want something that's a bit more like immediately directed, just let me know.
I mean, I think it might.
Unless you
force
want
us
to, if you want
to,
to
you know.
direct it, go for it. Sorry, but what?
No, I think that might force us to, you know, I mean, I don't know, have a common goal a little bit more. Not super force hand fed, you know, but like, you know, Took says, kind of hard to RP. I think with us three getting kind of, you know, dumped here to an extent. I mean, I don't know what's the buy-in of us wanting to be here for weeks or months. You know, it's weird, I guess.
Yeah, I would personally be fine with being like railroaded to an extent, or just like there's
Nudged.
like a big thing. Yeah, I think it needs to be either that or someone is very like just takes the captain role in the group and is like, we're going to do this, but then they would have to get everyone's character on board. Whereas if it's like a thing in the world that we're all committed to, but it's up to everyone. I mean,
I tell you what, let's jump back in and do less. I've got an idea of maybe where we get back on track.
just don't kill Bill again, please.
I really feel like
What happened?
I thought that really. Did that not?
Wait,
I mean,
thought
that was awesome. And it would definitely,
Bill died.
definitely
What?
kept things interesting. But I think if you always kill Bill's character to to spice things up.
When did Bill's character die?
Bill's character killed me, not Bill.
I killed
okay.
Joseph.
Yeah, that was a technicality, but yes.
But it
that
was
is
it
technically
was
true.
it was very much Joseph's.
I just killed his hopes and dreams.
Yeah, he killed my Lord and Savior. Yeah,
That's true. That is true.
she might have won
That
an
did
end game there.
Well, before we jump back in, Matthew, you've been very quiet. Do you have anything to?
I'm tired of the whole campaign, the way it's been played by us. So I don't really care as long as we just start having fun. Then I'm on board.
I'm having fun.
Shut up, Bill. You just got it.
You were driving while on the phone again.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Okay, I tell you what. Let's do a thing. So Bear Ground's like, look, everyone, come in. Strategy meeting. Huddle in.
we
What is
huddling.
it there?
We've been together for a while. We've done a little bit of fighting, a little bit of arguing. I think we should just lay our cards on the table. We three, it may surprise you to learn, we're on the run, okay? We're on the run from the law.
It was an accident.
It was an
Alright.
accident. We
What happened?
accidentally killed some people
Bear did it.
in Waterdeep.
It
Criminals?
happened so quick. Borii was there, and then these guards. I don't know if they're guards or not. They showed up, and then just one thing happened to another, and then Bear shot him.
They,
So you shot a guard?
They were attacking a child.
I find that hard to believe.
They
Borii
were. They were.
Yes, Mr. Runkle.
They were. Yep.
They're trying to grab you or attack you. There's a big difference, Borii.
They were worse. They were trying to shake me down.
You don't know what that means.
I do know what it means. I looked it up afterwards.
I was walking back from the pub. They were trying to shake her down. I told them, get off her. And they attacked me.
True.
And
All true.
and one thing led to another, and now we're here. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for getting us, saving us. We appreciate it.
Oh wait, they haven't done anything.
Come on, we paid your fare on the boat to get you out of there.
No, big shot heroes paid our fare. Thanks,
Oh,
Buster.
This is the Blue Gnome group. Come on, man. This is.
Hey man, I was at that battle too. Okay, I didn't get anything. These guys got all the fame. I didn't get anything.
So was I. I didn't get anything. I'm not complaining about it.
Oh, aren't you just fucking great?
Anyway,
That's why I fucking hate these people, apart from Seraphina.
are you saying we need to keep moving?
Yes.
Look, there's a boat in town from Waterdeep. They're after Borii. They're after us. If we get this amulet, all that will go away, and we'll get off this island. So you can help us, or if you want to just say goodbye, that's fine.
You got any suggestions?
But we need you. Well, I think it's in I suggest we just storm in the mansion, kill all these pirates, take the amulet, give the amulet to the other gang of pirates, and just leave this place in our trail.
Any idea where the amulet is?
It's got to be in this house, right?
It's huge. I do have a key though.
That's a start.
Can we just
Stealth
ask?
mission. Stealth mission. Stealth mission.
Can I
Stealth
investigate the key to see if, like, it's a door key or a safe key or?
Yeah. As you turn it over in your hand, you take a close look at it. It looks like a kind of key that opens a small lockbox, but it's exceedingly cold to the touch. And as you really closely look at it, like it has a sort of trail of smoke that traces off it, steam like it's like it doesn't quite belong here. Like it feels slightly out of this world. You know, it almost doesn't look quite material.
Okay.
There's a
Leneth. Leneth,
Yes.
what's it to be?
What?
You're gonna help us out. What are you gonna turn us in?
Lenneth Borii has become quite fond of you, so
Yeah.
I
Don't-
know.
Don't turn us in. Do the other one.
No, I don't think turning you guys in would do any good for anyone. So,
Yes.
Stealth mission?
Stealth mission.
there's a
Stealth mission.
Stealth mission? Stealth?
Stealth mission.
sure. Let's go
I'll stand
with that.
watch. How am I gonna sneak around in this?
You can try.
fair point.
If something happens, we'll just take it from there.
Every
We
guard
can
knows my
create a
face in there.
distraction.
We've got magic.
I'm not killing anyone.
People know your face. You're always wearing that helmet.
Just create a
I
distraction.
know.
I took my helmet off, obviously.
Put him up.
I'll help you get the amulet, but I'm not killing anybody.
Well, we kill them.
Because we're with Beargran, and Beargran's first option is to kill people, and I know that from
He's
experience.
gotten a lot
Only when
better.
small children are in danger.
Listen, he didn't kill you guys. He's gotten a lot better.
That's reassuring.
Comforting, Theron. Thanks.
He had to kill those guys.
Well, I'll help, but I'm not killing anybody.
I don't want you to kill anybody.
There's a this Driftwood Sally is standing near you, sniffling to herself, as she looks over to you, as if a hook to a story. She looks at you with, and she looks particularly at Borii, and she kind of just looks like extremely sad and angry.
Did you hear that we killed that guy?
Boring.
What? I'm just trying to find out if she heard.
Killed what guy?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Fine. No, guy, don't worry.
She's just joshing you. It's okay.
Yeah, we didn't kill a guy. What's up?
Don't talk to strangers, boy.
She's not a stranger. This is old Black Betty from the place. Whoa, Black Betty.
Okay.
Why are you here?
She says, she looks at you and she says, I know where it is.
What, the mansion? Yeah, we've been there.
I know where the amulet is.
Oh.
Iris is going to let him die. And it's my fault.
I didn't realise the amulet was a him.
My lord. I was to be his favourite. I was going to get him the amulet.
Yes, you
I
said
was
that
going
before.
to be his favourite. But Black Iris made me hid it. And now he's dying. And it's my fault.
Why did you hide it?
If I tell you, will you get it? And will you give it to me? And I can give it to my lord.
But
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes, we
Yeah.
will do all of those things.
I hid it here. It's in the mansion. But
Yeah.
it's in the dark place.
Really?
So, like, a basement.
Another plane?
Yes. I can cut through to the dark place. It's a scary place, but it was a place that no one would look. But Iris didn't like it. It's here, but it's in the dark place.
Well, why can't you get it?
Because it's... After I put it there, it drew things to it. It's powerful. The creatures in the dark place look for warm things, and its magic is warm magic. It's magic of the Feywild. When I put it there in the dark place, creatures seem to come to it, and now they're all over the mansion. I can't get to it. But
What
you
makes
can.
it we can?
Yes. You can sneak, or you can fight, or... I don't know.
So how do we get to it?
Sneak in and don't let them see you.
But how do we get to the dark place?
I can take you there.
I'm sold. Let's do it.
I can cut you through.
Dark place? Dark place?
Dark place?
Dark place?
Dark place? Dark place?
Stop it.
And will you make sure we get back again?
Good question.
Don't get the amulet until we're all back through.
It'll be a trade. Amulet, fur. Just, when you get it, just hold it out. I'll be
Yeah.
able to feel it. I'll cut you a hole.
No.
Mm,
Then,
what if...
You don't get it until we're back.
Yeah, what if we go in and we can't get it and then we can't get out again?
okay, I'll cut a hole and I'll keep it open.
Yes, better idea.
We can't do it here. We have to do it just outside of town. That's where it's thinnest.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah.
$18?
She seems like she wants this amulet badly.
Does she seem truthful about getting us back again?
Getting you through, certainly, and she seems honest about wanting the amulet back. You think she'd probably do what she says to get the amulet back. You're not sure whether she wouldn't betray you at the drop of a hat.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So she leads you to the north end of town. Just outside town, maybe a couple of hours walk. It's relatively quiet out there. the birds are still and there's no wind. It's still cold, and it's becoming dark. She produces a small blade. It's long, straight, stiletto knife, and she feels around in the air as if searching for something. She feels and prods at the space in front of her and looks around, and it takes her 6 or 7 minutes of searching. And ultimately she pokes, and you can see that as she strikes a certain place, your vision of the space itself kind of bends with the tip of the knife, as if all vision kind of begins to be pulled into a certain place, like she's poking at the tip of fabric of the world itself. And she presses through with the tip of the knife, and there's a puncturing sound as it pokes through and air escapes. And she begins to work and cut a small hole in space itself, as if the world had become a cloth on which she was cutting through. And as she pushes this gap open in space, you can see that you peer a view through, and you can see the trees and the sort of the grasslands have been replaced with sort of decayed and old and blackened foliage and background. The sky is as black as you can see as you see through, and as the air passes through, you can see these little particles of grey and this kind of black, almost like black peeling paint that sort of floats through the air, these tiny scraps that float into the air and disintegrate through the hole. What do you want to do? As she looks to you and she says, "Go through, I'll keep it open."
Let's get this over with. Go in.
Oh my god, follow the brave man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stood.
She pulls
That
it
was the
open
end
and
of the
you
campaign.
step in. The air in this place is thick and heavy, and your first breath is sort of dank and heavy in your lungs. It's thick. It's like breathing through a mask, and it sort of fills you. And you step in, and the air is cold but heavy, and it's almost like dust in the air. And as you see it moving through you, you can see that you can feel the idea that it's breathing into your lungs with every breath. And as you step in, the air is still and heavy. There's the sound in the distance of a cry of a creature you've not heard before, like two simultaneous howls of different pitches screaming into the night. And as you step in, you can see the blackened trees have this almost paint peeling effect as sort of small flakes of black peel off and float into the air, beginning to disintegrate. This is like a constant effect from everything around you. And you step through and stand in this dark and mysterious, foreboding space.
I cast resistance on Lenneth.
Okay.
And I'll just maintain that concentration. So what do we
Do you do
see?
any kind of like, do you do like a hand motion or something? You just touch her? How do you do that? Just curious.
I put a hand on her shoulder.
Okay. Just curious.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that spell. You know the one. Tastier Treats.
All right.
Nice.
Your footprints in this sort of soft black earth begin to disintegrate, and you, in the darkness, you can see like this sphere of light through a cut hole that's flapping in windless air that's just like torn material, and through it you can see a slightly lighter scene and the face of Driftwood Sally, hopeful, just sort of waiting on the other side for you to pass through. Every so often the the sides of this sort of torn cloth begin to reseal, and she pushes through them, and they snap like tendons. She tries to keep the hole from closing. It begins to grow over every so often. She pulls and tears them apart, keeping this hole open as much as she can. She just says, "Go."
Is there a tree nearby?
Yes. Yeah, there are a couple of trees nearby.
I'm
That's
gonna
tall.
walk up to one of them and just kind of carve something onto it,
Okay.
just so we know this is the spot near to where the opening is.
You push a blade into the bark, and it kind of cracks for a moment as you push the blade in, and this black ichor begins to seep down the tree trunk from where the blade went in, and you carve into it, and the tree bleeds with every cut.
Whoa.
Anyone got any ideas how to find this thing?
Pull out the sword, cast detect magic.
All right. You pull the blade out and concentrate for a moment, and a few of your items around the party light up in your vision. And as you look, you see this glimmer, this spear of white light from a it's very small and it's very distant down in the town to the south. In the very distant of your vision, you can see the town stretching out like you know it, the town of Freeport, but there's no movement, and it's still, except for this gentle white light that looks like it's shining from a tall window of an attic of a tall building in the center of the town.
I relay that information and start walking towards it.
I follow the brave man.
Follow.
Are we gonna try and go stealth, or are we just like marching off
I
into
think
the...
we can probably stealth, right? We got the stuff on us.
What is the Templar doing?
Seeing
How-
how everyone's starting to get low, I'll be like, fine.
How noisy is Templar?
Let's find out.
And
With a plus
Runkle?
10, disadvantage 13.
Wait, I was gonna do something.
Oh, damn. 13.
What did Runkle want to do?
Nothing.
This is ruin a fun thing about there.
You guys like, oh, what is stealth? So I stealthed.
I'm invisible.
Only one. Me too.
I'm gonna cast
Not quite as...
enhance ability, and I'm gonna cast Cat's Grace on Mr. Runkle. Make him a cat bear.
No. Whoa!
It's plus 10 for the pass without trace, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, some good rolls.
I just say, I really hope that Driftwood girl doesn't betray us before we betray her.
Just don't shoot her.
Until we get back the other side.
Got it.
You march on to the south, trying to keep as quiet as you can. And as you walk, you find your breath is a little heavy. It's like it's almost difficult to breathe with the musk of the air, just and the thickness of it. It's like trying to breathe through cloth. It takes you a while to catch your breath.
As we're
Go on.
As we're walking, I'm gonna just like mark trees on the way.
Okay. As a way of getting
Finding
back
our
in.
way back again.
Okay. The space is just as you're looking down, you can see the town in the distance. It's black against black almost. You can see the movement of creatures though between you and there. A couple of what look like dogs moving, and there's a couple of them fighting with each other. They haven't noticed you, and as they fight with each other, one of them kind of blinks out into this sort of column of smoke. And the other one blinks as well, the two of them forming smoke trails as they chase each other and then reforming into dogs and bouncing off in this kind of aggressive fashion, teeth bared and not noticing you as you wait for them to pass and then carry on heading down towards the town. It takes maybe an hour of walking, and by the time you get close to the town, there's an effect. The dark place kind of begins to affect you in strange and random ways.
What?
For every day that you spend here, something occurs.
Oh God.
God, there's
Been here.
cards.
Been
Yeah,
here
confused.
24 hours? We were here 5 minutes.
Yeah. You get one when you arrive and then one for every time you sleep.
No
Oh.
worries.
Wow.
So I
I got a
need you
good
to right click on the card and hit collect, like take.
Oh my God, that's cool.
God.
You mean draw?
I don't.
Oh
I
shit.
can't.
There's
I can't
2
write.
cards.
Wait a minute.
We draw?
What?
Drew.
Don't
Yeah.
What are
worry.
we talking about?
Don't worry, there's some of you on the
Bottom right
on
corner.
the thing.
Oh, Cap. Sort it out. Sort it out. Where's my? Oh wait, I've got it. Oh wait, I do have it.
Can we draw?
Yeah.
I drew.
Sorry,
Oh
it's
my
in
God.
the. Okay.
Draw
Draw.
4.
What?
Draw one card.
Draw 1.
Ellen,
Don't worry, I'll do
I'm
it. Don't
super
worry.
confused.
Don't worry, don't
And
worry.
it's
I'll
on
do
the-
it.
it's on the
Wait,
map?
give me just 2 seconds. I'll do it.
Oh no!
I've got
What
2
does
now.
it mean?
Here you go. Watch.
Uno fans,
Alright.
is that an American thing?
It's good. Let's see.
Okay, there's loads of them.
I'm gonna recall them all and then deal them again. Unless...
No,
Okay.
Oh,
No.
I had
Most
a
of you are
fucking
gone. Most of you are
four.
gone. It's alright.
Right,
Most of you are gone.
easy.
Somebody hasn't. Lenneth hasn't, but I'll get Lenneth one.
Is Uno an American
I found
thing?
it now though, so it's
Oh, you
okay.
found it? Okay,
Yeah.
draw one card each.
Tux?
Huh?
And then
Is
you
Uno
can
an
take a look
American
at your
thing?
card.
Okay.
No, we
I
have
don't
it.
know
we
which
have
one was mine.
It's the one in your deck, which should be by your character down the bottom.
You left click the one and then
Right,
your,
got
your
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I put 11.
You have all the cards. Well,
fuck?
Baron dies instantly. That's just all that happens there.
No.
Oh, it happens every day. Every
it.
24
Real
hours.
cards.
Farron, come on.
What do we do with the
Put it
cards?
together.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got all this. Somebody's stealing my card. No way. Let us go. I'm sorry,
Bori's
Kev.
got
Kev.
2.
Can you reset that so he has one?
It's the one.
Uh,
God dang it.
I think so.
Yeah, you can just drag it out. Oh no, now
should
it's
I-
on the screen.
What's happening?
There we go.
What should I do, Cav? I'm sorry, should I just keep clicking it?
You should just be able to put the cards back in. Put it back in the deck.
Just drag them over to the deck, mate.
I should have.
Guys, I have a
thought-
question about mine.
Yes.
Whenever you roll hit dice to recover hit points, you recover half the amount rolled. That's called insomnia.
Yes.
Oh.
That sounds to me like only applies to like short rests.
Yes.
Or it's called insomnia.
Yeah.
I'm
It's just
sorry,
Yeah.
Cav.
It's just a name. Restless, I suppose, may be a better word.
But like,
Theron, do you have like a million cards? Let me steal some of these from you.
I'm sorry. There you go. Take them all. No way. No way. Let it go. Let it go. Let it. I got options here. Okay, I got one now, Cabs. You're the best.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that. Reckless.
but my question was, does mine apply to like all healing or just like rests?
It applies to
Oh, no.
just every time you use hit dice.
Oh.
Cool. So short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
got
are
it.
there are a few cards in here that are positive that are kind of like resilience cards, so they're not all bad.
Wow.
But you might
That's
have
like-
bad cards.
Guys, it's like Darkest Dungeon.
Should Runkle take a card or no?
Rock dog.
He's mechanical.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
just
he
asking.
might be.
I mean,
think
he has initiative.
He has rights.
Yeah, but he's probably immune, right, to whatever this is. Yes.
he may well be immune.
Animal.
What is this? What is this? Please?
I mean, can he be charmed?
He can't be charmed.
Then he
Oh, sorry,
presumably
I
charmed
clicked
affects like
something.
shit.
Wait.
Could it be a potty
Yeah.
shit?
Runkle don't take no shit from the dark place.
Have you seen what card you have, Lenneth?
Yes.
All right.
I cannot make opportunity attacks.
Me neither.
I have to update the
Shit.
page because something is
I can't heal
wait.
myself.
Oh.
The only like melee weapon I have on me is a wrench, so it's not gonna. So I'm not too worried. I've got like a -2 to strength or something.
All right. So, as you keep moving through this dark place, I need you to make a. Well, it's up to you what you want to do. Actually, up ahead is there's a group of hounds that are currently kind of in a squabble with each other just outside of town. It looks like they're kind of smoke-like beings. The shrubbery, the forest is denser than you remember this close to town, so it gives you some cover, but you can hear them and see them up ahead kind of fighting, teeth bared and scratching and barking, but in this kind of heavy, hollow, deep bark.
So they're in between us and the place we're going, the
Yeah, on the edge of town.
town. They'll just keep going, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we
What's
just
Get around them?
avoid these fuckers.
try and just
Avoid?
skirt them.
Skirt them.
You know, like edge of the circle.
Oh, walk around them.
Shut up.
Make skirts out of them.
Fancy tactician.
Yeah.
You play freaking Hunger Games. You got fancy terms now. Let's try to skirt them.
All right. You walk around, and I need everyone to make one more stealth check.
Templar. See what you got, man. Where's it at? Where's he at, Templar? Good roll.
16.
24. Being that I'm shirtless with a 6-pack, do I get advantage cabs or no? I'm just.
You should. All charisma checks. You get advantage for each peck you
Oh God!
ripple.
What a man.
All right. So what? 16, 21, 20, 24,
35.
35, and 19.
Borii got 19. Yeah. No. Yeah. Runkle. Sorry, Runkle got 19. Yeah. Borii got 21.
All right. So you move around and manage to kind of skirt around the outside of these wolves, not wanting to get into the fray with them. And you make your way in through town towards the edge of this dark manor.
You couldn't have put this somewhere simple, could you?
I made it simpler for you. All right.
No, it's like most people put things in a box or a drawer, but no.
But no. Alright. 2 seconds. Oh yeah.
1.
Alright. So what can you guys see so far?
Black.
Darkness.
Dark.
Good. It's the dark place. It's what's supposed to happen.
Ah.
Need to get some characters in here for you. Still dark?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, yes ma'am. All right.
Is there any way to get rid of our cards?
I don't think we know that.
Is mine still on screen?
I'm moving.
Oh, just,
You can
just
right-click it and
click
hit
the
hide,
one.
I think.
Click the one next to your name, and it should pop away.
Ah, thank you.
Look at this guy. I can steal cards.
Please don't mess with that now.
So, can I ask, is anyone carrying light as we get close to the manor?
Nope.
I can cast light.
The closer
that
you
what you're
get,
saying?
the further you get into town, the darker things get. Is somebody?
So you're
might-
saying that we need light.
Yeah,
Can
you
we
might
see
do.
in the...
I can I see in the dark?
If you can see in the dark, that'll do too.
I can see in the dark.
Yeah, I can see the dark. Jeez. Who
Oh,
can't
I got
see in the
all
dark?
kinds of
Can
stuff.
anyone
We're all
I'm
else?
missing. I think I'm missing Theron.
I'm not sure if I.
I kind of moved my guy to the bottom right corner, trying to be a cool guy.
You're a
Sorry.
gnome, aren't
No,
you?
that's alright. It'll do. I didn't. Know
I am a
that.
gnome.
Gnomes can see in the dark.
Abaddon. What?
Oh yeah, I can. 60 feet.
Let me scoot
Just-
you up there. Theron.
Iffy that...
Let's see what I got here.
Are there three races that can't see in the dark? Human, dragonborn, and one other one.
Oh really?
Halflings can't,
Oh,
but I have a
shit.
mask. So I
So, Templar, have you got dark vision?
Nope, but I cast light on my sword.
All right.
That's
Oh,
not very stealthy,
no.
is it?
No, this
Well
is-
then, you want to hold my hand?
How much light do you get? 60-30?
I will give you the spell.
60 feet 32. Dim.
20
28.
feet. Bright light at 20-foot radius. And dim light for an additional 20.
Oh wait, I have a thing. This might be a bit more subtle. I go into my backpack and I pull out my lantern of revealing.
Ooh.
Where'd you get that from?
I made it! While lit, this hooded lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil, shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light. You can use an action to lower the hood, reducing the light to dim light in a 5-foot radius.
You're breaking up. Say it again.
How about that?
Okay, then I end light on the sword and let Borii carry the lantern.
Yes.
So it's a lantern that only you can see, like light that only you guys can see, or is it?
No.
I think
It's
it
like
makes us invisible.
no.
No.
Everyone can see the light, but it reveals invisible things
All right.
if they're in the
Oh,
light.
that's cool.
So is it? What's the light distance on it?
So it's 30 bright, additional 30 dim, or I can put the hood on to make it
A spotlight.
just 5 foot. Yeah, so like really small.
What are you gonna go for?
If I make it really small, can we see anything?
What? With 5 feet of light?
Yeah, so no. So
We could try.
Wait, it's in front. Okay.
Okay, do that, and I'll just keep detect magic going on my sword, and I'll use that if I detect anything.
There we go.
I'll follow you guys with what light you can give me, and I'll use detect magic if I need it.
I'll keep it on. I'll keep it open, but if we hear any noise or see anything, then I'll probably hood it.
Yeah, sure, okay. I'll do that.
All right. So okay, 40-20 on the light. Grand, you got dark vision?
It's
Sorry, Tooks, what is it?
dwarf.
it's 60-30.
60. Oh, okay. Good God. So it's 60-30. What's your dark vision? 60-30, isn't it?
My type vision 60.
Yeah. Good. And Lenneth, you got dark vision as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Seraphina, dark vision as well.
Yep.
And Theron,
Yes.
60-30. My God.
It's just, I guess, I don't know, it just says 60. I'll take your word for it.
All right. Can you guys see?
No.
No.
Nope.
Oh, I have to tick has sight. I made you all blind. Sorry.
Oh, I can see
I cannot see.
bottom right corner.
I can see.
Cannot see.
Oh.
Cannot see.
Ah,
I can
There it
see.
goes.
Cannot see.
And I said, let there be light. And there was.
I can see.
All right. So, I'm thinking the best thing to do is to hop right into initiative.
Whoa.
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 And you can approach this like in
That means
initiative
there's
as you
baddies
like.
the other side of the door.
So everybody roll me
that.
initiative, and we'll see who moves first as to what they
Oh,
want to do.
18. Fuck, that's low.
All right, Theron, what'd you roll?
18.
Runkles,
Runkle's got 6.
slow Runkles. Bergrand,
18.
Templar,
7.
Theron.
18?
Did I already do? Oh yeah, you were in there twice.
Yes.
Borii,
Oh, she said.
15.
Fina,
12.
and Lenneth.
11.
All right. So first up is Bergrand and Theron simultaneously. Who wants to go first?
Same time. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready, Bear? What are we doing?
Running up to that
On
door.
3. Oh, we're going to say the same thing.
Sorry.
So from where you are, you can see the front of the manor. Steps leading up to a double door. There's a window on the left-hand side. What do you want to do?
Oh, God. How much movement? 65.
Just stack up on this door like Rainbow Six.
Go to the door. Okay, is your turn done? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I go to the door. And I still got like 30 feet of movement, so I'm going to open the door.
Wait. That's
What?
dumb. No, don't.
No?
That's a silly idea.
Well, I mean, I've already said it.
Okay, Uref.
You say that as he opens the door.
Ah! Can I just open it and like peek my head in?
Yeah, so as you head up to the door, and this door is like coated in a layer of black, and as you place a hand on it, you feel like it's old paint that flakes away under your fingers. As you pull your hand away, you can feel like the paint, this black, just peel off and disintegrate ahead of you. And you push the door, and it creaks and cracks. And you push it slightly and take a look inside. And in there, you can see.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I guess I'll walk in.
There is a creature
Wait,
ahead of
I
you.
want to stop it. I'm not going to let him walk in.
It's my...
As you begin to like step forward through the door, you just feel a hand on your shoulder, and Bergrand just. And as you look in through the hall, you can see facing away from you this dark smoke-like creature that's sort of coiled in the air and drifting away from you. There's a flight of stairs on your right, and this sort of dark peeling texture falling off of everything that's there.
So I grab him and start going in. I'm like, Baron, is this your first piece of burgling a mansion? Is this your first time burgling a mansion from another
Yes.
plane of existence?
This
This is how we
exciting.
do things. We go in as a team. Just wait.
I could just go in there and kill that thing.
Wait for the others. Just wait. Safety first.
Alright.
Wait.
Should I just... Okay, well, let me know when.
Pull the door. Pull the door shut.
Okay. I will... I guess, can I just... how's the rule? I gotta hold my action until a specified event happens. How's it work?
So you can hold your action until a specified event happens, yeah, if you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action until Bear tells me to go.
Okay. Bearing in mind you've used your move, so it'll be just holding your action.
I can't hold half my movements. That's not a thing. Okay.
So Borii, you're up next.
Shit. Oh shit. Well, I'm on the back of Runkles, so I'm just gonna hold and attack if anyone gets attacked. Norm Sue.
Okay. So you're kind of holding in case somebody gets struck and you want to shoot the shit out of things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you just you load the gun.
Yeah.
Into the bear and just point Mr. Runkles in the right direction.
Yeah.
Tipples.
I load the Runkles.
Is this another door to the other side?
Where are you pointing?
What's that?
This down here?
Yeah.
It's a window. Small window. But you're a small person.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up beside it and then try and kind of look through it.
Okay.
But very.
Run your mini up.
And I want to kind of like lean round.
Okay.
And see if I can see through it.
As you you lean your head round, and as you go further and further, you can see more and more, and you find that the room is empty. There's these small chairs that are sort of filling the room, and a table, all of which have this sort of slightly molded and rotten and old look to them. A couple of the chairs have these black, they're sort of deep blue tendrils that are wrapped up around the legs and around the bodies of them, as if roots of a tree have grabbed hold of them and are holding them to the ground.
Is the window closed?
It is currently closed, but it's not an openable window, but it's old, and the setting of it is rusted and bent. You imagine it might be possible to get in there nonetheless.
Okay, can I try and dismantle it?
Yeah, take an action, especially if you want to do so quietly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you grab up and you get a hold of it and you kind of wrench it and you feel the stonework just kind of give and dust settle, and you manage to pull this thing out of its frame and set it down to the side. It's relatively big, but you manage it relatively easily. This thing is, the whole place has got a dilapidated feel to it.
Can I see anything else in the room by poking
Peering
light?
in. No, this room particularly is empty, but for a closed door and another window.
Okay.
You know that this building goes all the way around, though, so you could always go all the way. You could go further around if you wanted to do more recon.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna wait and see what he's doing first.
Okay. Mini Vermilly.
Really vanilla.
I'm gonna move up to here, and then I'm gonna ready Ray of Frost and
Okay.
wait.
You concentrate for a moment. Is this from your book or from the start?
Yes, the book.
You draw it from your book, and you just flick to the right page, and you begin the incantation, and there's this gentle blue emanation that glows from the book and lights up your blue skin from one side as you prepare. And the Fifth Templar.
I'm gonna storm the door.
Can I put my hand on his shoulder and grab him?
Yeah, so you place a hand out as he approaches and just kind of place a hand on the steel of his chest.
What are you doing? We can take whatever's in there.
You have to wait until Bear says so.
What? No! And I kicked the door open.
Just waiting for.
I hold him back.
Oh my god.
So the two of you slightly wrestling on the steps as the Fifth Templar leans back for a kick, and the very swift movements of Theron try to stop him. I'm going to have you roll a contested strength check as you grapple.
This is terrible.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say it's okay. Let him go.
Too late. I made a fool of myself too.
Yeah, 17.
17 as the Theron kind of places a hand on him, tries to push him back, but he pushes right through Theron and takes a foot to the door. The door kind of slams open with a solid foot, cracks off its hinges, and slides to one side. And the creature inside, this smoke creature, whips around and just looks towards the door, seeing these creatures nearby, and looks like it's going to strike. But anybody that's got vision on it can take a shot before it can do so, given that you all had readied your actions. So you've got a ray of frost. I think Mr. Runkle might be out of being able to see it where he is.
Yeah, I can't see it on my map. I don't think.
So anybody that can see this smoke, this creature of smoke that's just like, it looks up at you, it's got no legs, it's just wisps of smoke, an upper body that floats in darkness, and this gaping mouth that's like a foot open that hangs with this black maw beneath it, and it just sweeps towards you. And yeah, make your shot, anybody that can see it. I think Theron's got one, and Lenneth has got one.
Was it my action to do that, to open the door?
Yes, so it would have been a... no, we'll say it's your bonus action. I don't think it's a full-on action, given that like you'd already opened it once and you just pulled it too.
So it's still your turn, Matthew?
Yeah, but I'm wondering if... Obviously, I can't see in the dark, so I don't probably see this thing, right, Cabs? So I can't see it.
Yeah, you kick the door open, and as it opens into darkness, the couple of you that have got dark vision can definitely see this creature kind of hissing in the darkness. But all you hear is this just kind of...
Oh, God.
All right. Can I do a perception check to see how far away I heard it?
You are a trained fighter, and you know that this creature must be about 60 feet away from you. You're not, you know, this is 35 feet. Like, you have a reasonable sense of roughly where it is, just from that noise.
Okay, then...
You ain't no rookie.
Let's see what the distance on Shatter is. 60 feet, I cast Shatter.
Okay. You kind of... does Shatter specify on a target you can see, or does it...
Point. It just goes to a point.
Perfect.
I'll do the thing as well, so it's clear.
I rolled a 15 to hit on the Ray of Frost.
Awesome. So as the Fifth Templar kicks the door open, he looks through and he can't really see what's going on, and he concentrates for a moment, thinking he's gonna, you know, there's this characteristic dim glow of blue from beneath his helmet and in his hand, and he casts it forward looking for the target, when this ray of frost just beams past him, striking the creature in the distance and giving a little low illumination that allows him to target his spell. Yeah, roll me. So, what did you roll? 15 to hit? That does hit.
Yes.
Roll for damage on that ray of frost.
Oh my God.
That's 10 cold damage.
Nice.
The Constitution save, Templar, he rolls a 17.
That takes half of 20 thunder damage.
Okay, so 10 thunder damage and 17 from the blast.
And anything non-magical that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage. Fuck the
Alright.
furniture.
Yeah.
So this beam of... yes, so this beam of frost energy strikes the creature, and you just see it kind of recoil from the impact. Because it's frost, it only takes half damage from the impact. But it recoils and is badly wounded by it nonetheless. It looks like it's not a massively strong creature, except that it's threatening as all hell. And this bolt of energy shoots from the fingertips of the Fifth Templar, rippling through the air. It warps the air as it moves through, and strikes the creature, and you just hear this earth-shattering noise. It like a crack of thunder in the room that leaves a ringing in your ears, and that echoes throughout the fell around you. And the creature just shatters into this into smoke that drifts apart and then reconstitutes itself again. The creature howling out in this hiss that also rings through your ears and looks like it's going to come at you in any minute. Does anybody have anything else prepared?
No.
All right. So let's get him in the initiative order. Alright, given that you're surprising him, I'll put him at the back. In which case, Runkles is up.
Runkles is running in.
Runkles
Very
begins
good.
to run forward into the fight.
Go 40 feet, so he's gonna run. He's gonna run in front of his buddies, just in the doorway like this.
Charges in through the
And,
cracked open door.
Yeah. Can Borii take her shot now?
Yeah. Yeah, she was saving it, right? She was holding her action.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Runkle cannon. So Runkle like goes up onto his back legs, and Borii just pulls this lever on his like shoulder. Runkle thunder. It's a 14 to hit.
That just misses.
Fuck! Ah!
Go on.
Yeah, sorry, Karen.
As this shot rings out, poof, slamming out of the chest of Mr. Runkle, pushing Borii back slightly, and it just streaks down through the center of this corridor, and the smoke creature just dodges out of the way. The shot spears right past him, hits the wall behind, and destroys the back wall. Just poof, this football-sized hole left in the wall behind, not that you can see in the dark once the light from the explosion diminishes. What do you want to do?
Question. What can Mr. Runkle take all the same actions as a normal person, or can he only take the attack action?
I think he can take all the same actions as like a summoned creature can. Like so all the actions that a bear could.
But so can he like ready actions and stuff, or could he like dash and dodge, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think he can dash. I think he can dodge. I think he can help, and I think he can attack.
Okay, cool. So he's just going to. He hasn't used an action, so he's just going to ready an action if anyone gets in poor range.
Okay.
He's going to pour him. That's it.
Beregrand.
Smudge, I see.
Is he frozen?
No, I saw him blink.
Smudge.
He's either just thinking or he can't hear us. Or he's had a stroke. I may need to call somebody.
Oh, he's really good.
No, he's cracking a smile.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Okay.
Is the question.
Okay. I wanna. Has this guy done anything yet?
Not yet. So I've given you a surprise round.
Fucking- Hey, that means I can attack him 3 times. Pew, pew, pew. I'm gonna shoot him.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm just kidding.
Have mercy on the creature.
Shoot him anyway. Okay. How do I attack? Attack. It's a critical 1. Oh no, wait. I get advantage to 12.
That misses the first bolt as you take a shot. The smoke of the creature makes it a little bit difficult to find a purchase on an actual physical form. It flies right through the smoke and strikes the wall behind.
Shit. 17.
17 does hit.
9 damage.
Alright. It strikes him, passing through the smoke, but this time catching some part of the material creature, and it reels back for a moment, curling and hissing like it's beginning to sort of make its move.
Is this guy an aberration? Probably not, right?
It's not.
Okay. 28.
28 definitely hits. Holy shit.
And 12 damage.
All right.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Oh, whoa.
I can, once per turn, I can re-roll on a miss.
All right. Re-roll that first attack then.
Fuck, yes. 17.
That does hit.
No.
4.
4 points of damage. Crank, thumb is that. Thrum thwack.
Crank.
As you crank it up, take another shot, bam, as you start to, like you're thumbing it back like a revolver, just taking shot after shot as this creature gets struck by bolts that pass through it but catch parts of its form as it goes through, and you can see that it's beginning to have difficulty holding its smoked form together.
Sweet.
Any more for any more?
That is me. I'm maybe going to take a step back.
All right. Moon gaze.
Maybe like 10 feet back from here.
Darren?
Okay. I will run after the monster.
Okay.
And there's no like elevation, it's just like a straight line. There's no like step up or nothing here, right?
No.
Okay, what's this stuff here? I'm clicking on Dina.
It looks like they look like piles of wood, as if it were ready for use in a fire or something, but they're old and rotted and peeling into the air.
And this house run, is it like contemporary? Is it high rise? The roof, the ceiling, like how far is it to the roof inside the living room here?
Inside the living room here, it's around 12 feet up. So it's
so-
relatively high, but not crazy.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do then. I'm a cool guy, right? So we're gonna run. Wait, wrong button. Run in here. I'm gonna jump on the little wood things, you know,
Yeah.
and then jump like and run up the wall. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the Matrix, you know. And I'm going to attempt, and I'll do whatever role I gotta do, Kaz. I understand. But I'm going to try to jump on the wall and jump behind this guy, and on the way down, punch him in the face.
All right. So you're jumping up, wall run, try and slam him on the way past and land on the other side. Yeah. Give me an acrobatics check as you go round.
No problem, man. 27?
Not a problem. Theron sprints up and roll an attack as well.
So I'm going to use flurry of blows. That means I get to hit him in the face 4 times.
Nice.
Okay. So I don't know how we want to RP that. Just, Bill kicks ass, whatever. Punch in the face. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That's 11 damage.
All right.
Another punch in the face. 15.
15 hits.
That is 11 damage. 28.
That hits.
7 damage. 14.
Hey. Oh no, it misses that last one.
Okay. Well, also now I want to use my open hand technique, and basically, if it must succeed on a dex saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. I'm afraid this creature is immune to being prone.
Did I say that? What I meant to say was... No, I'm kidding. I won't be that guy. Okay.
It's sort of floating midair.
That's understandable.
Okay. So you sprint up, run up the wall, take a couple of steps off the wall, kind of triangle jump off, kick it in the face as you pass, landing with a flurry of kicks and punches on the other side. Bah, 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 bah. As this smoke creature kind of takes a few blows, staggering back in the air as it does so, its form beginning to shake and shimmer and find it difficult to hold itself together. Yeah. And Borii, you're up.
Fuck. I'm gonna try to shoot him again.
All right.
Here we go. Fucking 14 again.
Theron, as you're punching, bam, 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 you just see this hole open up in a column of smoke right in front of you. You take a quick step, like almost matrix dodging out of the way, and it spears past you and strikes the wall behind you. This thunderous little crack from behind as another hole opens up in the wall.
Bonus action, reload. That's it.
No. Okay.
Oh shit! I thought I missed the that's it. I was like, yes, go again. No.
No.
As Borii is an unlucky shot,
It's a one and done kind of go.
smashes into the wall. Seraphina, Miss Tippletop.
Okay, I kind of guessing I hear all this going on.
You can hear all kinds of craziness.
So I'm going to climb through the window,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go over to the door and open it very slightly to see what's going on.
Okay. Do feel free to move your mini.
Yeah, I've just done that.
Yeah. You push the door open and you can see. You push it open in time for a bear to slam a massive shot through the wall at the end of the corridor. You see Borii like really happy on the back of this bear, just taking shots down a corridor.
And I'm going to take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay. So you step out into the corridor to see the creature.
I'm kind of hovering.
As long as you can see it on your screen, you should be fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of do it so there's a little crack, but I'm still kind of partly covered.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone yet, has it?
No.
$30?
Yeah, that hits.
That's 9. 9.
All right. As you take another shot at it, this one strikes true, and the creature reels from the impact.
That's my first shot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slip back in. Out of view.
All right.
Still kind of keeping an eye on things.
Vermilion.
Yes. I'm gonna have to roll Arcana to shoot from here, right?
You might be alright. I mean, you can take a shot. If you miss, there's a chance you might hit one of your friends. I suppose that's the risk.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use Firebolt on this one.
Okay.
That's 28 to hit.
28 does hit.
He takes 20 fire damage.
Okay. As you concentrate for a moment, draw a bolt of flame from your book. You summon it into your hand. And how do you want to do this?
Ooh. I'm just gonna, from the book, do this really cool, like just gather up the fire into a little ball and shoot it out from my hands.
Alright. Summoning the flame into your hand, this little bead of flaming energy grows into a small raging inferno in your hand, and you cast it forward and it springs from your grasp. This column of smoke behind it as it spears forward. Your allies sort of watch it as it passes them, roaring through, and the creature turns just in time to see it, and it strikes it in the chest, and you just see it burst into flame as it kind of cries out, and the smoke ignites, and for a moment it's this flaming inferno, clearly visible arms waving in the air trying to put itself out, and it just disappears in smoke and fire.
That means I can fill my stone, right?
Yes, yeah.
For the first time.
Yay!
Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Should I roll for that, you said? To see how many charges was...
Yeah, it should be on the description of the item, I think. If it's not, let me know.
It doesn't
No, I
say...
think it just gains a single charge, doesn't it?
It says when the wielder kills a foe with a spell, the stone gains a single charge up to a maximum of 5 charges. Yeah, so 1 charge.
1 charge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Alright.
And I just, when the book is open, I go, and I close it.
Blowing this kind of mystical smoke away. Inside the building, there's a kind of... And this movement begins to shift, and the noise of the battle and the end of the surprise round means that the rest of your foes on this floor get a turn, and they begin to move.
Oh
These
boy.
hulking creatures.
So we didn't drop out of initiative then.
No.
Then I haven't moved.
In which case, you, because this is going to happen at about the same time, because they rolled the same initiative as you, so you can move at the same time as you see this happening, basically. So as this fireball hits this creature and it screams out of existence, you see the doors around you begin to open, and these huge hands just clasp on the edge of the doorframe and lever these large, hulking, armored creatures through. What do you want to do?
Yeah. No, I fuck it. I walk all the way in there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, what a manly man.
Man is fearless. And as these big hulking creatures begin to make their way forward, one of them reaches up. Wait 2 seconds. Yeah, they are hulking, like, armoured frog-like creatures with these huge hands that grip onto the doorframe as a couple of them pull themselves through. One of them blinks out of existence into this smoke and just and reappears a few feet closer to you, and continuing to kind of grab onto the wall and grab onto what's nearby as it reaches forward. The first one at the back opens its mouth. This coiled, huge, blackened tongue springs out and lurches forward at this sort of unwitting monk who's just been beating the hell out of a smoke monster. This tongue springs out, shoots at him, as these other huge, what are called banderhobs, begin to pull themselves forward into the hallway and join the battle, and we'll find out what happens next time.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
No.
It's not be like an hour. Come on.
Cool.
Shit. It's going
Sorry,
down.
guys. Sorry.
It's all good, really.
What happened, Bill? Come on.
This work is kind of...
Oh man. Why are you so busy?
You want the long version or the short version?
Definitely the short version.
It's fucked up.
Oh man.
Shit's fucked up.
That was the short version. You couldn't have made it much shorter, I think. That was...
I don't even want to, you know?
That's fine.
Yeah. It's okay though. I had a little good D&D sesh. Yeah. Good little Saturday. Yeah.
Pretty nice little Saturday.
Go to the Home Depot.
Time.
Thanks, Jabs. That's really fun.
Yeah, thanks, Cabs. That was awesome.
It feels like I'm trying to find my feet on this one.
I think we all are trying to find our foots on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
This is awesome. I like this. I like the dark place.
Yeah.
Side down, please.
That's cool.
Very cool.
11.
So when do you want to do this again? The music that we got for the fighting is I can't remember whether it's actually from Stranger Things, but I tried to find the Stranger Things music.
It's awesome, yeah. Like,
I need to rewatch that show so good.
So when do you want to do it again?
When
Um,
you again.
And 3.
We can go for next Thursday again? If people are around?
I can do that.
Maybe. I have to find out again.
To take this to Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't check Facebook, guys. I'll try to get better at that.
Next Thursday's the first red day
I
for us
think
in Norway.
Thursday. What's a red day?
What's a red
Yeah,
day?
it's well, red days are like holy days in Norway, so
Oh,
it's a
cool.
holiday.
There's a lot of them in April.
Oh, wow.
It's the next 4 or 5 days after Thursday, and since it's the first day of Easter, it might be the busiest day of the week for me. So I don't know. I have to find out.
Oh, well, do you want to do it a different day?
Well, I won't know. That's the thing. I won't know about Thursday until Thursday.
About Monday then, because I'm off Monday.
Monday works.
I can't do Monday.
Okay.
All right,
Alright.
let's play the dating game. Let's go for Tuesday, the 11th,
I can't. I work late.
Wednesday,
That's
the
my-
12th.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
You and your popularity. I'm not
Got things to do. I
surprised.
got a nice little Wednesday.
Okay, so it's either Thursday the 13th or the following, like Monday the 17th or Tuesday the 18th.
Wait
Oh
a
my
minute.
God.
Sorry.
This-
Thursday. I
this
can't.
month- Oh my
I forgot.
God.
Thursday start bank holiday weekend, right?
Gotta
Yeah.
fly out to Dubai. Sorry.
Definitely.
No,
definitely
it's
gonna
Friday,
be-
no? Thursday's
Go-
not a bank holiday.
Yeah, but Friday's bank holiday, so Thursday night's the start.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's definitely drinks after work.
So
Oh my God.
continuing on,
What about
17th.
Friday?
Oh, we can-
Or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I assume
can't.
people couldn't do that.
Every single night.
How about
Can't do the Sunday.
Friday the 14th?
Can't do the Friday.
That works.
Can't do the Saturday. Sorry.
I can't do the weekends.
Monday the 17th.
Yep.
September the 8th.
Shout me no if you can't. Just shout no if you can't. Monday the 17th? Monday the 17th.
Or
We
bi-weekly
might have a
D&D
date.
set.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Alright.
GG, guys.
Oh,
GG.
Jim, before you go,
Thanks, guys.
are you doing thingy with us this weekend?
Jim says
No,
he's
I
working.
gotta work. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there any time this weekend you're not working? Or it's a long way for you to come anyway, but...
Yeah, not really, because my boss is away, so I kind of have to be, like, even when I'm not at work, I have to be around. I can't be
Just
that
in
far away.
case.
If,
Okay.
if shit goes down, I'm like the only one they can call.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, thank you. Anyway.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright.
Later, dudes.
Catch you
Okay.
later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
I am tired.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Too many late nights.
I'm leaving.
I'm watching
Baby,
I'm watching the video of Bill talking while he's driving, and I know that you're in the room now, and I'm still nervous you're going to crash during this video. Like I know that you don't, but I'm still worried about it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So I work for a transportation company. It's okay. Safe driving.
And even when you're looking at the road, I'm not sure you're actually looking at the road. You seem to be looking at the sky sometimes.
Yeah.
Your eyes, just, what are you looking at?
He's got a wistful glare.
I don't know. Just driving.
Just driving.
Yeah.
You know,
That's how
breaking
us
the
Americans
law.
do it. Oh my God.
Is it against the law in the States and in Georgia?
Catch you guys later.
Like,
Bye, guys.
yeah,
Bye.
texting while driving is against the law. So I
Well, what
imagine
about live streaming while driving?
there's probably not, but I'm sure there's something or another in there about it. I was coming up on a stoplight, so I was like, it wasn't like it was like I was driving at 70 miles an hour,
Sure. If you're like in the first years of your license, so if it's like under 21 or something, and you're caught texting, you just get your license taken away from you straight away now.
For how long?
I don't know.
A year or something, probably suspension.
Yeah.
I don't
No, like-
know. That's rough. I had my license suspended for 6 months before. I mean, I don't know. I've been driving since I was like 14 years old. So
Driver's 14 years old.
I was driving, not like on the road, but like how I learned how to drive was my dad. Like I grew up on this farm place, and my dad was like, "I go in this
that's
field,
awesome.
in this car, just get in there and drive around." Almost hitting all kinds of shit. It's fucking crazy. Like I was a big kid, you know what I mean? Still, and I was in this little small truck that's like Nissan Datsun that had like no power steering and stick shift. So like my knees are like up here, and I'm like doing the steering wheel, and I'm trying to switch gears. It's pretty bad.
Have you got Persona 5 yet?
I've never played a Persona game, man, so I don't have it. I'm still trying to get past the first hour or two of Mass Effect. So
Oh yeah. There's a patch made the eyes look better.
yeah,
Yeah.
Did they just take them out of the game entirely? Because that would
No.
make them look better.
all the characters wear sunglasses now.
They've made them.
Yeah.
They changed the shader for the eyes, so they don't like stick. They're darker.
Not googly.
Very cool.
They don't like stick. Yeah, they're not like googly eyes. They don't stick out of people's faces.
God, that's so
Not that I
annoying.
have it. I'm still playing Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a little bit of Diamond Drum, but it's just whatever it's called. But I'm having some trouble with it. I'm having trouble with sticking to any game nowadays. Honestly, I don't know.
Jeez.
Anyway, you got to play Battlegrounds with this, Bill.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it.
Oh my god, me and Matthew and Jim have been playing it, and it's so fucking fun.
Is it?
It really is.
Is it not just like
Running Simulator 2017? It is a bit.
How much does it cost, or is it free, or what?
It's expensive?
Oh, is it full retail, like $50 or $60, or how much is it?
Yeah, it's not that much. It's £27. So what's
not-
that? Like $35? $30?
I don't know, man. I just never got into those.
Is it not just like DayZ or like any
Yes.
of those other?
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's simple, and it's really
Yeah, it's
good
fun.
What is with the name?
I have no idea.
I heard that. What's the military game called that like that?
Arma.
Yeah, from what I heard, like an Arma guy called like Player Unknown, I guess.
Oh,
made, like,
okay.
mods and stuff of it. So he made a mod, like a Hunger Games type mod, and I guess he eventually made like his own little, but his own little team, like a spin off of it. So
Here you go. Player Unknown, aka Brendan Green, is a
There you go.
pioneer of the battle royale genre. As the creator of the battle royale game mode found in the Armor series in H1Z1, King of the Kill. Green is co-developing the game with veteran team at Blue Hole to create the most diverse and robust battle royale experience to date. Not just the game, this is battle royale.
That's
There you
not the best description of this game.
Oh my god, Dukes has got 45 hours. Can't
oh my
stop
god,
3.5.
that game came out Tuesday. Come on. I'm just kidding.
It's genuinely really good fun. It's really tense at the end. You run around at the beginning, you look for guns, and you're like, there's always a chance that somebody's gonna be looking in the same place as you for a gun, and oh fuck, it's cool. me and Jim went to we flew in on you fly in on a plane, you have to jump out. We both landed in a shooting range, and somebody else landed alongside us and was looking for a gun, and they managed to find an assault rifle, and Jimmy didn't, and they were shooting at him, and Jimmy was zigzagging and running, and I was desperately looking for a gun to help him, and I found one, and I was shooting from the side, and Jimmy was like, it's like constantly like that. It's just like when there's no lag, it really is. It's just very perfect. The mechanics work really well, and then the game it's really good fun. And it gets really tense at the end when the arena gets really, really small, and you and like 4 other people are trying to see each other before you get seen and outshoot each other. It's radical. And there are cars. There are cars and guns and shotguns and pistols that no one uses. It's really good.
There was a game I like. It was earlier in the year or last year that came out. It was like kind of not that, but similar to it. I think I forgot what it was. I don't know.
Was it The Witness?
Definitely not The Witness. I played for like 4 or 5 hours.
Bill, you make me so sad.
I don't have patience. No, I love like. I mean, I love
so sad.
I love like, what was it, Braid? I love like a lot of stuff, man. But I have no patience. I was like, fuck, I can't get this puzzle. Just YouTube the answer. And then I was like, this is just,
YouTube the end.
And then I was like, why do I keep YouTubing puzzles? And I just bought a puzzle game. It's so fucking, it's like buying a crossword book and just like getting all the answers and filling it out. It's like, it makes no sense. This game's not for me. But I love the art, the direction. That it's just the, and from what I watched as far as the ending is just amazing. Yeah. I respect it. It's not my cup of tea, man. This real thing is not my bag, baby.
It's half price at the moment, so I bought it.
It's a really good game, though. I mean, it's just for...
It is.
It is.
It is good. The game has some moments. It's like, yeah, right.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine this.
It's big expansion out for Stellaris as well.
I need to buy that. I just want to play, for some reason, I just want to play The Witcher again. I don't know why. The Witcher 3, you know? I just really like that game.
But yeah, it's really good. I mean, shit like this happens in Witcher 3. How can you not love this fucking game? Like,
It's, yeah, put like 40 hours in a week or two, so I just want to, like, play it.
cutting people in half. I mean, it's just epic.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
I can watch that again, actually.
But it's twice.
Nope.
That game was so good, man.
Yeah.
And I never really got. I mean, I never got the expansion, so I might just fucking play it again on it.
Still need to complete 1 and 2 before I play 3. It's the way it works. It's the way it works.
I couldn't get. I put like 20 hours into The Witcher 1, then I stopped playing it, then I tried again, and from the beginning I put 20 hours into it. Then I started to save spot. I'm like, no, I'm just not going to keep doing that. And the store, man, it helps to get back. But the thing is, you can have like a Witcher like wiki on your phone as you're playing. If a character pops up and your guy's like, oh, it's so-and-so, just fucking like wiki it. Oh, okay, he made an appearance in Witcher 1. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. This is kind of... You should watch that. It's so good.
Did it just Molotov themselves?
They might. You need to go.
What the fuck?
What?
Did it just Molotov themselves?
Pretty good.
Oh god, that camouflage
You
was
need to go.
What the fuck? What?
What the fuck?
Did it just Molotov themselves?
They might. You need to go.
What the fuck? What?
I'm still really liking Mass Effect 3. It's a really good game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Though the eyes do look a little better, has to be said.
That looks way better. I'm just going to wait on that.
Yeah, I think so.
3 months.
I'm sorry, my face is tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. I think so. I really want to play the multiplayer of it. I think I really like multiplayer in Mass Effect 3.
I never tried it.